through the jungles of Zunli, following in the footsteps of Paulina Mayer at the request of Father Zatemba, who told you that she was making a journey to Ambala to see if she couldn't, to investigate the origins of this death curse. Along the way, you stumbled into this clearing full of giant man-eating plants. And then, in the middle of fighting through them, were ambushed by a group of terrafolk. There was a casualty.
There was.
There was, and the terrafolk did take that guy's backpack and fly away with it.
Oh, pricks.
Who died? Gilbert, did you die?
Yeah.
Why is it always you?
Actually, it's not often me.
He didn't get disintegrated, though.
Okay, well,
I was digested.
Oh, well, I mean, potato. You got turned into, you got dissolved.
Yeah, digestive plants, man.
And the remaining party members eventually found their way north to an 1,800-foot-high plateau made of sheer cliffs, which rose above heaps of boulders, some as large as ships. A narrow path is cut into the cliff face and seems to climb all the way to the top. At the base of it was a small encampment where the surviving remnants of Paulina's party had been making camp, awaiting her return. The sole occupant of this camp decided to join up with the party, bearing a striking resemblance to the person who died in the man-eating plant.
Oh, yeah, 1 second there.
So currently, here is where you guys are.
I figured out what I gotta do. Hebron Secundus Septimus, who looks identical to his brother Hebron Erroneous Septimus.
All of your characters going to be named after cities in the Holy Land from now
on. Except the I forget what it's called. Except I changed the sequence of the plaid. A very important distinction.
You went from red and yellow to yellow and red?
Exactly.
Well, anyway, so I started attacking because obviously he's a zombie.
Yeah, in Scots culture, each family traditionally has its own party.
Now, don't be
which means this Hebron is an imposter.
Hateful word out there.
I'm sorry, what hateful word?
I mean, Tamara just threw that. No.
Yeah. Zombie?
Yes, don't be throwing that word out there. That's so hateful. I don't like
sorry.
that
word. I told you that the plant wasn't going to work. They would never have fallen for this.
So wait, your character hates zombie, mister, or you hate the word zombie?
Oh, my character. I mean, technically, if you want to get technical, he is a zombie.
Holds up hands in X shape. I'm triggered by the word zombie.
Yeah, I know, right? Don't be throwing that word out. We prefer
the mortally challenged.
Of life. We prefer the redo of life. That's it. We're doing life in reverse.
That's awful, mister. Yeah. It's the mortally challenged.
Okay, well, yeah, that works too.
I'm more concerned that Hayes, either due to incompetence or just deciding that no one is allowed to have fun anymore, has made it so that I cannot change people's nicknames, which is frustrating because Gilbert has misspelled his character's name.
That's all Hayes being no fun allowed.
Yeah. Well, I could possibly attribute it to incompetence because he somehow has no idea how permissions or roles in Discord works,
But
I
yet
mean,
he's
it's
in charge of them.
and yet he's in charge of them and refuses to delegate them to anyone.
Pete, Hebron.
Yeah, you just changed it.
Oh, I didn't. It's been like that the whole time.
Sure. It definitely didn't say Urban.
Mmm. Yummy.
I mean, it's better than Herb Ron.
Well, your nickname is going to be Herb from now on, so enjoy that.
And we'll call it.
Or Herbie if you're being affectionate. The next character has to be Hebron fully loaded also.
LeBron James.
Hebron James, oh my god.
Oh, Mr. Share. Or up. I miss
LeBron
fucking
James is
everybody
a
changed their name to
cousin.
match everybody, so I freaking Burgers here.
Oh,
Everyone changes their name to what?
Everybody
Fucking
changed their name to match everybody.
yeah.
Yeah, what he said.
You heard him.
they have done that
Ruffles.
before.
The best part is that was 100% my doing.
That's the reason
I
Hayes
started that.
made it with that nobody.
I don't know.
could
That's been
change
going
each
on
other's
since
names.
TeamSpeak.
That's
Yeah,
why
I remember
Hayes
doing
made
that
it
in
so nobody could
Insurgency.
change their name.
Oh,
I was
I
gonna
don't know
say,
about-
yeah.
I don't know
That's
about
been
that.
going on for a long time, Gilbert.
The latest the two latest ones of everyone being some variety of Bert and someone being some variety of Underdark. That one was definitely me
No, you weren't
because
here.
I went in and I changed everyone's name to some variety of Underdark.
As a rule of thumb, assume that if Hayes made an administrative change in order to prevent some kind of shenanigans, I was probably directly responsible for that.
As one
All
does.
I remember is I used to be able to change people's nicknames, and now I can't. Like,
My
not
bad.
even people who don't have server roles.
Somebody
That's
says
because-
shenanigans one more time. I'm gonna pistol
Shenanigans,
whip 'em.
shenanigans.
So
And
you guys
then-
actually interested in playing D&D or just bitching about Discord?
We can do
Sorry,
both.
I'm the one who started bitching about Discord. Let's get back to D&D.
Right. So yeah, there was this camp. Polina had apparently continued on solo up the 1,800-foot high steps leading up these narrow path cut into the side of this plateau.
You know, I told her that was a bad idea. If we just waited, more adventurers would show up, but no, she didn't want to wait.
Classic.
So I think we should go up the plateau after her.
I mean, are we confident that we're going to make better time than she did, with there being more of us?
Yeah, I'm fairly certain.
What makes you so certain?
In the event that there were any obstacles, she'd have less of an easy time clearing it than we would.
Well, by
Thus,
that
she'd
logic,
have
it
to
seems like
rest
she's
more
probably
frequently.
already dead.
How high is this plateau?
1,800 feet.
Hmm.
Did we
Um,
burn
right.
Herbron's body from last week? You said he died. Did they burn his body? You know, still in the forest.
Yeah, mister, they took care of it. What were you saying, Sleuth?
You guys sure you want to make a 3-mile climb?
1,800, 1,800.
Oh, right. 1,800, not 18,000. All right. Well,
Yeah, slight difference there.
Oh,
I'm
third
like
of a
3
mile.
miles. Excuse me. We wouldn't have gotten
That's
lost
nice.
looking for this place if it was 3 miles tall.
And it might be 3 miles horizontally.
I mean, what time of day is it under?
It's about midday.
We we can climb. Shouldn't take us more than half a day to get up there. Can't be worse than here.
I don't know. It's a pretty nice base camp.
It's all right.
So is that what you guys are doing, or what?
I think if we're gonna climb, we'd better go now.
Yeah.
Again, are we back to doing this climb again?
What do you mean again?
Didn't we have this discussion about the climb before?
No.
No, we
Okay.
literally just got here,
Okay,
met Gilbert's
okay,
new
all right,
character, and
all right,
ended the
all right.
session.
All right.
And
You
you weren't
tripping,
here.
bro. You tripping.
I
Yeah,
wasn't here last week. I
That was
thought we
an
were
Underdark's
at a
campaign
climb
on Saturday.
Oh, I thought we had a climb.
No, this is
Sorry.
Underdark's campaign on Saturday. That happened in Underdark's other campaign on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
On
So
Not to be
Friday?
confused with Gilbert's campaign on Monday.
yeah, I don't know. I just remember arguing about a climb. So yeah, let's climb then, I guess.
Hmm.
What does the path look like?
It's like a steep hiking trail. You can see that it looks like it folds back on itself and switchbacks going up the side of the cliff. And from what you can see, it looks like that while the width varies, it averages about 5 feet or so wide.
Okay. Well,
It would be a uncomfortable climb, but it's not like you're using like gear or anything, right? It would just be a strenuous hike.
Yeah, I'll take a back up and take a look as high up as I can see, and see if there's any possible problems we might encounter.
Sure, go ahead and make a perception check. You don't see any.
All right,
So
yeah, let's go.
How far up do we have to go? How long? will it take us?
1,800 feet.
That's a long ways.
Yep. We're probably
good.
making about a mile walk because of the switchback. It
Good thing
zigzags
we
back
already
and forth.
covered it.
Okay.
Huh?
Let's go. What, Gilbert?
I said, good thing we've already covered that.
I was just wondering how long is it going to take us to go up the side of the mountain? as
Well,
opposed to the
it's
time of the
midday,
day.
so let's go. We'll find out when we get there.
Yeah, but okay.
Giuseppe's going to be the "Are we there yet?" guy.
Depends on how hard the way is, and we don't know how hard the way is.
We've been standing here 15 minutes discussing climbing it.
All right, let's go. I mean, if we run out halfway up it, fine. Let's go.
Yeah, it's 5 feet wide. We can sleep on it.
No, you've got the right
While we
idea.
decide whether or not to climb, why don't we get started?
Yeah,
let's
we're
go.
hiking.
Yeah, well, by the time
Tomorrow starts going up.
we'll have decided whether or not we want to go or not.
Yeah, so given that it's 5 feet wide, you guys would probably proceed single file. What marching order would you guys have?
I think I should be first.
Why?
I agree. Because
What's
he's
your
in heavy
passive
armor.
perception?
14.
You go second. Who's the next best passive?
12.
Very likely me at 14. I can bring up the rear.
Yeah.
We need to put a melee at the front, a melee at the rear, and range
We're not going
between.
into combat.
You never know.
Mister, I think we'll be fine.
A 5 foot wide switchback path. My least worry is combat. My most worry is dexterity and staying on the trail.
Okay.
Oh, my worry was getting like pushed off in combat, but minimal difference.
All right. I think that's everybody.
All right, so tomorrow's in front.
Passive perception of 21, so at least I'll have a chance of seeing the loose shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, you guys start up the 5-foot wide path. You're going up. You're going up. An hour passes. An hour and a half. You're about halfway up. It turns out that while the initial switchback was kind of steep, it really made... It's like they did that knowing you'd tire out after that, and so then they had like an alternating ones where they were like a much shallower, and then they're steeper, and then they're shallower. But as a consequence of being shallower, it's a bit of a longer one. You guys have probably walked about 1.5 miles total, linear distance. And as you kind of come around the latest switchback, you see before you a mangled body of a half-elf. Seemingly, you can tell because of the way it's been flattened in areas. It looks to have been bludgeoned to death with some kind of like bowling ball-sized boulders next to him.
Does it look like it's her?
Him.
Yeah, this is a man. Yeah, from what you remember, Hebron, Polina did head up alone, so you've no idea who this is.
All right, well, go through his pockets for loose change.
Okay.
Yeah, let's find his wallet.
How was he killed? Looks like rocks fell on him.
Yeah, looks like some rocks fell on him. Yeah, so you start going. Go ahead and give me an investigation check tomorrow.
Careful, guys. There might be a wild D around here somewhere.
So, yeah, you find the pouches and stuff that are all empty. You find the place on his belt where the coin purse should be, but the coin purse is missing.
Hmm.
And that's when, with your perception tomorrow, you hear kind of like a cracking, rumbling sound, and above you, you can see some rocks coming down, and a large figure, probably up and around the next embankment. Looks to have pushed some rocks off and is in the process of throwing one down at you.
Hmm.
You guys should roll initiative.
Yeah. This is gonna be really interesting. I mean,
Yeah, with your perception, you kind of saw him throwing these rocks and getting ready to throw his next one at you. So you're not really surprised or anything.
Yeah, the little tiny ones that skid down the hill from him moving everything. The real cinematic shot.
Right, just enough to kind of draw your attention up as you see this large figure with a rock above its head ready to chuck it down at you. So yeah, Giuseppe, you see Tamora look up. You naturally just follow up there, and you can see, maybe 50 feet above you up this escarpment, from around the next hairpin bend switchback. You can see his figure with a big rock in his hands, like he's ready to chuck it down at you guys.
Damn, I wish my sister were.
Can we move?
Never gets old.
Could I move if I tried to move out of the way of the rocks?
Yeah, he hasn't thrown it yet.
Oh.
It's more like he has it in his hands, like he's ready to throw it. It's not his turn yet.
I'm gonna shoot him with a crossbow.
Okay, roll to hit then. Wow, that's a critical hit.
I mean, I wish it was something I could smite with, but that's best I can do is 8 points, and then I'm gonna prepare to leap out of the way if a rock comes at me. I don't know.
All right, yeah, you hear his bellow of pain as you shoot him right in the face, leaving this trace along his cheek. Hebron?
All right, so he is how high above me?
50 feet.
How long to get to him the safe way?
About 1,000 feet. 500 feet to your right, and then 500 feet around the switchback and up. Well, like I said, this is a part of it where it's shallower, so it's only like a 10% grade.
Uh-huh. I guess what I will do. What does this guy look like again?
Looks like a large humanoid holding a rock above his head.
Fuck it, we ball. Let's dash.
Okay, you dash. Where are you going?
Going right up to him. I'm scaling.
Okay. Do you have a climb speed?
No.
Okay, so you begin just trying to free climb this escarpment. What is your movement speed with the dash then?
60.
Okay, so you get like 30 feet up this 50-foot escarpment.
Mm-hmm. Action surge.
Continue climbing.
Okay, yeah, you can action surge.
Dash.
Okay, so that gets you another 15 feet. So you're 5 feet from the top.
I mean, we did have beans for dinner last night, but he didn't eat with us, so.
Bonus action, Polar Master, stab him in the foot.
That's what you thought, Ruffles, but every Septimus exclusive.
Also, Hebron, as you get up that close, you can kind of get like a nice, better visualization of this human. It looks like this.
I feel like the green skin would have stood out the first time.
Yeah.
Well, you guys were looking up at him against the sky. You didn't really have any easy way to see the color.
Gotcha.
Just
Yeah,
large.
50 feet away. Yeah, well, with
Hey,
the backlit by the sky.
It's a troll.
Coated with oil. Oh, wait. You ain't got any actions left.
All right, do you do anything else on your turn, Hebron?
Nay.
All right, Timora.
I'm going to go the safe way for a little bit.
Okay, how far do you move?
I'll bonus action dash 50 feet.
Okay, well,
Well, it still keeps him in range of my crossbow. Or,
Yeah.
sorry, short bow. I forgot. I stayed in character for this halfling.
okay.
Instead of running crossbow because it's a D8 instead of a D6.
Okay. Yeah, 21 hits him.
And Hebron's not in melee.
No.
Fine. All right. 9 piercing, nothing special.
Okay.
That's it for me.
All right, yeah, you shoot him. At the start of his turn, Hebron, you're close enough to see that some of his wounds begin to close.
Yes.
And he's going to just huck this rock down above his head right on top of you.
Would he have to be at a better angle to do so?
Not really, no. He just kind of leans over and throws it straight down.
Okay, well, yeah, that hits.
He's bowling and the lane is 5 feet long.
It's more like he's spiking the ball right onto this convenient target-shaped head.
I mean, I hate to say I said we needed some ranged characters to get ready to do this case. I mean, I tried to say that, but,
See, I see what you're saying, mister, but, like, ranged is boring and lame.
All right, so the boulder comes down right on your head, Hebron, dealing 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm bloodied.
And I need a strength save.
You're going to fall down and break your neck and lose another character.
I have more. Death means nothing to me.
Oh, man, you just barely make it and do not go flying off the escarpment and fall 40 feet.
Well, that would have been funny as shit. He climbs up, guys, it's a troll! Ah! Well, yeah, it's serious. Oh.
Yeah, so you see the troll throw this rock down at you, Hebron, just bonks off your head, hurts like hell. And the troll has this kind of confused look on his head like, it's still there? But I threw the rock. And it's River's turn.
This thing's big, kind of ugly, and pretty mean. I think I'm gonna shoot it in the head.
Okay, well, roll to hit.
Sharpshooter shot is -5 from. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Wonderful. I'd like to make this my favorite enemy to do a little more damage.
Okay.
Kill it.
Yeah, D4 plus. Is that right? Sharpshooter is -5 to hit, plus 10 to damage? Question mark.
I believe
is.
so.
All
It's
right,
either that or it's
take-
-10 to hit and +5 to damage.
It
Yeah,
is
it's 5 down, 10 up.
Okay.
18 non-magical piercing damage.
All right, yeah, he lets out his bellow of pains. You kind of shoot him right in the clavicle.
I'm gonna back up like 30 feet from the next person in front of me just to space out a bit. And
Okay,
that's
yeah,
gonna be
you
my turn.
just kind of head back down the path 30 feet.
And that's my turn.
Okay, muscles.
Okay. How far up and away is this troll?
He's about 50 feet up and 5 feet forward.
Oh. If we continue along the path, that takes us where relative to him?
It would take you 500 feet to the right, and then there's a switchback, and then you'd have a 500-foot run right up at him.
Oh, well, that's a bit of a ways.
I mean, trolls aren't that bright, but they're not entirely stupid.
No, that's something an animal would know.
You could toss one of the smaller characters like the halfling.
I mean, it's a steep escarpment, but it is climbable, technically. Like you saw Hebron just sort of yeet himself up there, free climbing it.
Alright, yeah, I'll go for it.
It's just, that whole risk of, if he throws a rock down at you, you might fall.
Yeah, and I'll be ripe for rock throwing. You said it's 50 feet straight up?
Yeah, basically. It's a slight angle since it's an escarpment, so that's why I said 5 feet forward.
Right.
It has a no mow here sign on it.
If I climb up, can I go a little over to the side or something?
So you're not directly below Hebron?
Yeah, so that way if he throws a rock at me, it won't also land on my allies.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it is entirely doable.
Yep. Yeah, then I'll go over to the side.
Okay. Do you have a climb speed?
Nope.
Well, then you're at half speed climbing this escarpment.
Alright, then I'm dashing and I make it 60 feet.
You have a 120-foot dash? Okay, so you're 30 feet up. Yeah, so you're 20 feet from the top.
And, where is, God, who was it who went up? That was...
Hebron he's 15 feet above you. He's 5 feet from the top.
Bonus action, Bardic to Hebron.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Joe?
I am going to cast Divine Favor on my crossbow as a bonus action. Then I'm going to shoot it.
Okay. We'll roll to hit. Miss.
And then I'm going to try to move 30 feet up not up the embankment, but up the ramp.
All right, yeah, you start kind of moving the same direction Tamora went, just following the road. Or the path, I should say. All right, anything else?
No.
All right, Hebron.
I climb
All right. Well, you spend 10 feet of movement and climb up, getting onto the top right next to this guy. You are in melee with him.
I get my second wind as a bonus action.
Okay.
I chuck an oil flat. Am I in melee?
Yes.
I smash the oil at his feet.
Okay. Yeah. You can just break it right at his feet. His feet are now wet.
Is that an action or out of interaction?
I think we usually call that to be an action, breaking the flask, because I have to spread it around.
All right.
An item interaction would be doing something like, using a tinderbox to light it on fire.
And then I rotate around him so that he's between me and the cliff.
Okay. Yeah, that's smart. This, by the way, puts you. Let's see. So you would come up there. He was there. That would put you about 10 feet from the edge.
Very cool.
Yeah, because he wasn't like right up on the edge. He did take a step back after throwing the rock. Still visible. He just wasn't like standing, toes curling over the edge, as it were.
Tamora, he's got wet feet. Light his ass up. End turn.
Okay. So, Tamora, you're down there looking up at the top of this escarpment. What do you do?
Dude, Hebron, I never told him my name. No, I'm kidding.
The Hebrons are a hive mind.
Couldn't figure it
Well,
out.
I'll assume he meant he has oiled feet and not wet feet. So I will spend my item interaction lighting a fire arrow. And then shoot that at the troll.
Okay, sure. Roll to hit.
Nat 1. The troll, you asshole!
That hits the troll. Roll damage. As the troll lights on fire.
Where we find out that
Sneak attack. And what's fire damage? D4, right?
The fire arrow only does 1 point of fire damage. He takes fire damage at the start of his turn.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, that's
Similar to like hitting him with a torch, right? It does 1 point of fire damage.
Yep. All right. So 10, and one of that's fire.
Yep. Yeah. You hear his bellows of rage and pain, Hebron, and well, everyone hears it, but Hebron is like right in front of you.
Let's see. Yeah, I will use my movement and my bonus action to start climbing the escarpment here.
Okay.
So 25 feet up.
All right. Yeah. Put you about halfway up.
All right, that's it.
All right. Angry troll does not regenerate at the start of his turn, and takes a further 1 point of fire damage.
Doesn't oil also cause a flat amount?
Yeah, flask of oil. I forgot to tell you that. I just never came up in conversation. Flask of oil just do flat damage.
They do. Oh, you're right. They do. I completely forgot about that. I thought it did a D4. Never mind. It does 5 points of damage at the start of its turn.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, he is going to make a grab for you, Hebron, making a grapple check. He's a large creature.
Set you on fire with him.
So you can defend yourself with athletics or acrobatics, Hebron.
Yep.
Do whatever you got the best of. You have a bardic.
Won't matter, I'll save it.
What size is the bardic? D6?
At level 2, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a D6.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it starts as D6.
All right, so he grabs you, Hebron.
Yeet.
Well, sort of. See, the problem is throwing takes another attack action. He doesn't want to do that. So instead, he's gonna just claw at Hebron while he's got him in his grip.
Yep.
Dealing 10 points of slashing damage to you. Then he's going to.
Unconscious.
You're unconscious?
Yep.
Ah, okay. He is then going to walk over to the edge, right, and he looks, so he spent, let's see, he's at half speed, so spent 20, kind of takes a step over to the right, and then just drops the unconscious body of Hebron on top of Muscles. So Muscles, you have a choice here. You can attempt to dodge the falling body or grab it.
Is there a mechanical difference between doing those in terms of like what I have to do?
Dodging it would be making a saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
It would you would either be making strength or dexterity. It'd be your choice depending on whether you're just trying to weather the blow or get out of the way. Or you can make an ability check, athletics or acrobatics, to try and grab his body.
Well, I like athletics, so we're going to try and catch him.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and make your athletics check. All right, yeah. As the body's falling, you just kind of time it where you just kind of grab him by the ankle and just like hold on with, planting your feet with one hand and just kind of twist him around. So you're holding him by his ankle. But as a result, by swinging him out like that, none of you took fall damage.
Nice.
You hear angry bellows above you.
Yeah, he didn't like that.
Nah, he doesn't like that. He's also still on fire, though he stepped out of the oil area. It was coating him, so he's still on fire.
That's why I'm called Cliffhanger.
But that is all he can do on his turn. River.
I'm gonna shoot him in the head again.
Roll to hit. Hit.
8 plus 4 plus 14. 21.
Okay, that bloodies him.
Concern. That's it for me.
All right, Muscles. You're sitting there holding, the unconscious Hebron by his ankle, halfway up this escarpment.
I'd like to continue up the escarpment. I've already slowed. Like if I continue up the escarpment without just dropping him, do I still get to move at half speed?
Well, you'd still be at half speed. The question is, how heavy is Hebron and how much spare carrying capacity did you have?
That's a good point. How heavy is Hebron?
Gilbert?
I'm checking now.
Okay. Yeah, his body plus all his gear.
440
Within my
pounds.
Sorry, how much?
440.
Oh, jeez.
Is that above your carrying capacity?
That is not above my push drag lift. If I can catch him, I'd like to just hold on to him here. I guess until he can take his turn and grab onto the wall.
He's
So I don't have to-
unconscious.
Oh, he's unconscious, right? Shit.
So you could attempt to move up with him because it is within your push drag lift, but you would have to be making an athletics check to not, have a misstep.
No, that actually changes what I'm going to do. I forgot he was unconscious.
So what do you do?
We are going to... What's my modifier?
I mean, if you let him fall, I can heal him on the ground.
No need for that.
Take one thing, and then when my turn, I can cast the cure
We're going
spell.
to cure wounds into it.
All right, yeah, you pump a cure wounds. You already got him by his ankle, so it's a touch spell. And Hebron, you wake up upside down with 11 hit points and a level of exhaustion.
Now that... well, I guess I turn him right side up at some point.
I forgot you could heal.
Even if it's
Sorry.
How would you do that?
Let's let's see, I'm holding him by his ankle. So I'm not going to have 2 free hands. I guess I would try to like balance his shoulder on my knee and like tilt him down while changing which part of him I'm grabbing, so I can turn him right side up. Well, actually, you know what I'll do? Since I'm holding him with one hand, I'll drape him over my shoulder to support his weight, and then I'll like grab him by somewhere on his upper back to turn him right side up.
Okay, so you kind of grab him by like you hoist him up, grab him by like the scruff of his armor, and just kind of push him into the wall, like grab on now.
Yeah. I mean, I could tell him to grab on upside down, but I don't know if he would be up to that.
All right, well, on his turn, he'll be able to do that, but he can't really do that right now.
Okay. Well, that means I can't go anywhere. I've not played Bard in forever. Can I give myself a Bardic?
Yes.
No,
Okay. I give myself.
You can't? I thought you could.
You can't?
that's a lore bard thing at like level
Oh.
15.
Sorry,
yeah.
I forgot about that. I always play Lore Bard, so.
Yeah. Okay.
He doesn't play lore bards, but he does worship one.
Mm,
Oh yeah, you're right. It does specify others. All right, sorry. Is there anyone else you wanted to give it to? I mean, most of the party's still within earshot.
yeah. How far is who's been throwing shit at him down there? That's
River.
River. Yeah, I give River a Bardic. Also, remember to use your Bardic, Hebron.
Okay.
I'm well
He
aware
would
of
if it
it.
would have mattered.
Oh, all right.
He got like
yeah.
a 13, aiming for a 15, or not 15, 21.
Anyway, that's it for me.
All right, Giuseppe.
Distance to the ogre thingy.
You haven't really moved relative to him all that much. It's still about 50 feet.
All right, I'm gonna shoot him.
All right, roll to hit.
Well, shit.
Yeah, the shot just goes wide.
God, okay. I'm done.
All right. Hebron.
Scurry back up.
All right, yeah, you can grab onto the. I'm assuming Muscles is willing to let you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think you said Muscles had climbed up 30 feet. So you're 20 feet from the top. So you would need 40 feet of movement to get to the top again.
Dash.
All right, yeah, you dash to the top. Are you just going to come right up there, right in melee with the troll?
Yep, and circle right on around.
Okay, yeah, you circle right on around. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, Timora.
Another fire arrow.
Roll to hit.
Oh wait, no. I bonus action dash, get to the top. The last 25 feet. So I was on the middle of the wall. Kind of hard to shoot a sharp bow when you're hanging onto a rock. So I will climb to the top and then shoot an arrow.
Oh, okay. Hit.
An extra 1 for fire damage, so 16 plus 1, one of its fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's starting to look pretty rough.
That's it for me.
All right. Troll is angry. Troll's on fire and takes fire damage at the start of his turn.
Does troll die from 5?
No, it does not. He is, however, now near
really
death.
Funny. The Looney Tune moment.
Instead, he is going to make another grapple attempt at Hebron. You dodge the first one, uses a second attack to try to grab you. Aha! Are you going to use your bardic on that?
Yeah, fuck it.
Ah, yeah, he grabs you. Yeah, he then just walks over to the edge and jumps off, coming
Oh my
right
god.
right down on top of Muscles. Muscles, he's too massive for you to be able to grab. You're either going to dodge out of the way or not. So go ahead and make a dex save.
All right, it has to be Dex.
Unfortunately, he is a large creature with enough mass that if he hits you, you're coming off the wall.
Yeah, okay.
This isn't just a body. This is like 4 bodies worth of mass. But yeah, you manage to just kind of flat yourself against it. He goes skittering on right by. And he just kind of lets go of Hebron at the last moment, and then you both hit the ground. Both of you take 25 points of bludgeoning damage.
I probably died again.
The troll has exploded.
Chunky salsa.
Oh,
Hebron takes negative max hit HP from that.
Yeah.
weren't you at
Of
11?
11?
It's only level 2.
Yeah, but you only have 14 max HP.
Oh no, I'm a. Never mind.
Yeah, you got 11 hit points for Muscles.
Yeah, that was an unusually good cure wounds.
Yeah, usually they're not that good.
Yes, you're unconscious. The broken dead body of the troll is smoldering next to you. He was really hoping to take out 2 of you with him because he knew he was going to die. So it was just a total spite move.
Glad I passed that
intelligence.
save.
What a dick.
River?
I did pick up spellcasting this level, but I don't think Fairy Fire is going to help me here. I'll cast Goodberry and just pass one off to whoever gets here first, because if we're still in initiative, casting it takes my action, can't feed it to Gilbert
Hebron's on
too.
the ground by you. And down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Or
that's what you're
to
still in
somebody-
initiative because, yeah, you probably remember bleeding out.
casting Goodberry takes an action, feeding it to somebody takes an action. I've only got 1, so I can just
Yeah.
pass one off to the next person to then feed it to him.
Yeah, it'll be Giuseppe. He'll be the closest.
Okay. Yeah, so you cast Goodberry. It's kind of holding him out in an open palm. Anyone can grab him who comes over there. Muscles, you're on the wall.
And are we still in initiative at this point?
You are because you have an ally bleeding out 30 feet below you.
Did he not just give him the,
He
No.
did an action to create them, but he can't feed it to him because that's also an action.
oh. Well, he's got a bardic, he'll be fine. I continue climbing.
Okay. Yeah, you just climb to the top.
I'm fairly certain that doesn't work on death saves.
It's a saving throw.
It is a saving throw, but you also already used it. I have the Bardic
Oh,
still.
right, he used it. Yeah, no, you can absolutely use a bardic on a death save as long
Yes,
as you have
a death save is a saving throw. A bardic does not require you to be awake except to receive it. Once you have it, you can use it whenever.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Until
you
it
have to be
times out.
conscious to receive it, not to use it.
I'm not aware that I'm inspired, but I am still inspired.
All right, Giuseppe.
I grab the
Good berry.
berry from him. And Sensui! No, I walk over and feed it to
That's a good
Ricochets off his forehead, brings the troll back to life.
Oh, it ricochets into the troll's mouth.
No, I'll go and feed it to him.
I need to be able to get really close to my mic and do like a super hard swallow to make that sound effect.
Gulp.
Sensui! I just knew that was gonna come up.
All right, yeah, you walk over, grab one of the good berries that has a very bean-like shape to it, and feed it to Hebron. Hebron, you wake up with a hit point and another level of exhaustion, and you guys are out of initiative.
All right.
Beans are good for you.
River pokes through the other 9 good berries, wonder why they're all perfectly round except that one was the shape of a bean.
Just Giuseppe squeezed it when he took it. I know it don't work like that.
That's it.
Well, think a couple of us could use a quick break in a juice box? Question mark.
I mean, I'll go join Muscles and we'll just sit up on top and throw stuff at you guys.
Muscles,
Yeah, I'm
once she
fine.
gets to the top, she's going to start letting down the rope. How tall is it? 60 feet?
50.
50? Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly how much rope I have.
What happened to the other 40 feet?
What other 40?
Oh, I'm sorry. I have extra rope.
Yeah, you have extra rope.
But I think a couple people were hurt in the fight, or was it just Hebron?
Pretty much just Hebron took all the abuse.
Yeah, I didn't take any
Mm.
damage somehow.
I mean, he tried. He tried, Muscles. You were just too quick for him.
Yep.
Well, once Muscles lets down the rope, I'll climb down because I want the troll head.
What troll head? There's
Oh,
this
remnant.
mass of like biomass that used to be its head. The body did not take the fall well.
It
Well-
was also on fire.
Yeah,
Whatever part I can figure is the head I cut off.
whatever fire does to the troll body allowed that fall to, like, not disintegrate him, but, he exploded.
Chunky salsa.
Yeah,
Fallout 3 goo pile.
he went splat.
Yeah. Yeah, it was more like, it really damaged all of his flesh, so when he hit the bottom, the flesh just sort of exploded off of his skeleton.
Mm.
So you can see, like, the back of his spine, the back of his ribs, and all of that, and there's just, like, this, like, burned goo pile around the front.
Damn, must have been eating some explodium.
I mean, trolls are flammable. That's why they're, so damaging from fire and acid.
They're flammable, which is why they're green, like plants that are also flammable. Orcs are vegetation. Trolls are vegetation.
Everything's flammable. Yeah, how did that?
Okay. Well, we let a rope down. Everybody climbs up, and we, cut out 1,000 feet of walking.
Yeah, Hebron, are you going to need a ranged weapon or a break, or are you good
No,
to go?
I got ranged weapons.
All right. Probably
I
should
just
change.
wasn't expecting a troll that had like no hit points.
It had some.
What do you
Beefy
mean
hit
had
points.
no hit points?
I headshot the fucker twice.
Go, we did like 60 something damage to it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we let down a rope. Everybody gets up one level, and then do we want to take a short rest or do we want to go Hebron?
No, let's just keep going.
All right.
Probably should stay towards the back of the marching order if you're not taking a bit to recover.
I'll be fine.
All right, suit yourself.
All right, then I guess we set off up the trail.
All right. Tomorrow in herb bleeding.
And Muscles attempts to lift everyone's spirits by playing the harmonica built into the mouthpiece of her helmet that is her head.
I'm just imagining like harmonica sounding wheezing.
I mean,
No. She is actually playing the harmonica.
yeah, presumably you have like a decent performance ability, and so it could play, reasonably well.
Yeah, with no hands.
Oh, come on.
But yeah, the 2 levels of exhaustion does mean Hebron's a little bit slower. Does slow you guys down some. And so it takes another. It would be another 3 hours to reach the top. So a total of a 4.5 hour climb. covering
Perfect.
about 3 miles of linear distance, going back and forth up the switchbacks. As you get to the top, with the sun low on the horizon, you can see at the stone steps, for the last bit of it, emerge onto the top of a plateau beneath a once grand but now decrepit looking wooden gateway. The gates that sealed this entrance have rotted away. Only their rusted iron hinges and reinforcing bands remain. In their place are heaps of humanoid skulls, picked clean of all flesh and bleached white by the sun. They grin up at you from the roadway and down from atop towering mounds.
Metal.
Ahead, you can see what looks to be like an old ruined village. Several broken outlines of buildings, though one looks to still be standing with a thatched roof, though it's kind of slanted looking.
Does it look like it just fell into disrepair or
Make an insight check.
oh boy. My wisdom's not that bad, but do I have I do not have proficiency. 10.
So yeah, you're looking at it. At first, it looks like it's just in disrepair. But then you realize that the hut-like structure, which is made from thatch and what looks to be hide, has been stretched over the rib cage of some immense creature. So, think like a big dinosaur to form a house, and that it's slanted because the ribs weren't exactly symmetrical.
So, this house was built or rebuilt around a giant carcass?
Right, more like if you took the rib cage of a big giant dinosaur, and you built a house out of that, using that as your primary structural members.
Alright, I will pass that along. That's weird. If we are investigating here, we should be careful. What are we even looking for here?
A witch.
Oh, well. I'm not a witch myself, but going off of folklore and stereotypes, if I had to pick a witch hut, that weird house in the only moderately unkempt house in the ruins of a village would be where I would expect to find a witch. Why do we want this witch again?
No, it's not the witch we want. It's the witch that she wanted. That's why she came up here.
Who's she?
I forgot her name. It's the woman we're following. She came up here to see a witch.
Who are we following?
Someone else remembers her name. It's that. All I remember is that she's
Helena
a woman.
Mare,
Yeah, that one.
The cleric?
Adam Bala, looking for a witch. No.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well, I'd say if we're looking for a witch, that's a good place to start.
In a Quonset hut.
A what?
Not quite what I pictured.
The T is silent. It's Kwanzaa.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh.
But essentially
It's a
that,
name.
but smaller.
It's the name of the guy who invented it.
I thought Kwanzaa was spelled with a K.
Nope.
You're also 2 or 3 weeks late for that, aren't you?
Anyway, so yeah, but the sun has basically gone down at this point. Are you guys gonna rest here at the entrance or move the 1,000 feet to this hut?
Here at the entrance.
We'll rest here and deal with it in the morning.
Okay. Are you guys setting a watch?
Yep.
Absolutely.
I proposed chat order.
You don't want me on watch?
Well, we'll stick you wherever, but other than that,
I'll just put it in chat, whatever order you want to do.
Probably stick tomorrow with Giuseppe. 'Cause Muscles, you've got a pretty good perception, right?
No, I don't.
How bad?
Like 10, I think. Yeah, 10.
All right, so tomorrow with Muscles then. So I assume since we're going to be spending the night 1,000 feet away
Nope.
from the witch's hut, we're here for diplomatic reasons, not to kill the witch.
We're not here to kill the witch. I don't know why she went looking for her.
Yeah, we're not here to kill the witch. We're here looking for somebody who went to see the witch. So that was our target, was going to see the witch, because that's where the person we're looking for should be.
For some reason, I cannot select the fighting style I want on my character sheet because it thinks I have already selected it.
Like in the choose feature dropdown?
Yes. It says, like, unknown, and then already selected somewhere else.
Ha! That's weird.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
a lot of weird problems that seem unique to me with the character sheet, even though I have the latest version of it. I don't know why.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Sorry.
It might be your cracked DC reader.
Oh, maybe. That would be,
But that's the only thing that's different about you.
yeah, I guess.
It's just doing something funny.
Like, I know it doesn't calculate my hit correctly, and it adds my ability scores to my damage for some reason.
That is odd. Like those two cells are swapped.
Yeah, that's weird. All right, but you guys go
Yeah, we're gonna camp
down.
outside here.
Yeah, okay, so you start making your camp just outside these gates. Giuseppe, what's your passive perception?
I believe his is a 14.
Mister?
Mister, you here?
12.
12. Okay. So you're on watch, and you see, during your watch, this kind of hunched over, shuffling figure emerge from the hut and kind of go around the back and disappears from sight for a moment, and then you kind of see it again. It's kind of silhouette against the moonlit area, and it kind of shuffles over towards the ruins, and it upends what looks to be like a bucket or something. And in the faint distance, you hear a splash, and then it slowly shuffles its way back to the hut and goes inside.
Yeah, just the witch doing witch things.
I don't
I'm
think
guessing she
cleaning-
just emptied the latrine.
Yeah, I don't think emptying the latrine really counts as witch things specifically. I think that's just people things.
Yeah. But other than that, your watch is uneventful. Morning comes and you have all had a successful long rest.
All right. Also, it just occurred to me, it's not adding my proficiency to my damage. It's probably treating it as if I have the dueling fighting style, which it thinks I already have selected for some reason.
You may have to reset the sheet.
Well, I did. I recreated my character sheet, and it's still doing that, which means that, like, that's a bug inherent to whatever version of the character sheet I have.
So I will pass out the good berries from yesterday to everyone just to save on rations a bit.
And we'll never need to eat again.
Let me roll for weather. Let's see. So it is...
There, Pete, I gave you my mine to see if maybe it's just a version issue.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's actually a nice, kind of cool, like 75 degrees up here. A little bit of a light breeze. And and just like this, like, light rain falling. It's all rather pleasant compared to what you had earlier in the jungle.
Of course.
Okay,
For the
I'll
days that we're not walking around.
set up my what is it? 9 square yards of canvas, 10 square yards, um, in the tree branches to keep us dry while we wait for the witch to get up, have breakfast or something, and whatever's going on with that.
Tomorrow walks in.
Well, all right.
What tree branches?
Yeah, we're on.
You're on a plateau. There's some boulders and some scrub grass.
I'll,
There are, in
Fine.
fact, no trees visible.
yeah, I'll find
I
some
mean-
boulders to hang it off of then.
Got some 10-foot poles.
I'll just
Also, you can
Do
see
yourself.
smoke rising from the chimney of the hut. Like smoke was rising even as you guys all woke up.
Yeah, I walk in, start heading 1,000 feet to the Kwanzaa.
all right.
You going alone, or is the rest of the party going with you?
Yeah, we should probably go.
I mean,
I'll
I'm
stay.
going.
Okay.
I'll stay a bit
I'm
back.
going.
Like, I'll just
Alright,
follow
so-
like 100 feet away.
Muscles is going.
So yeah, as you
I'm
guys
going.
approach the hut, you can see that animal skulls, wind chimes, and totems of feathers and shells rattle in the breeze. And as you get real closer, you can see this hunched creature kind of shuffling slowly from around the hut, hunched over in an animal-like posture. You realize that it is a human woman, incredibly old, crippled by arthritis and blinded by cataracts. Her dark face and bald pate are outlined with streaks of yellow clay, suggesting the shape of a skull, or perhaps it's just her shriveled flesh creating that illusion. She looks a bit like this, and she speaks as you come there, like, more visitors to see Nanny Poo Poo. It's getting quite exciting here recently. Would you youngsters like to come inside and have a cup of tea?
Under what was that name again?
Nanny Poo Poo.
Must have been a name of endearment given by a young child. Anyway, it would be rude to refuse.
Well, we're looking for somebody.
Your previous
Uh,
visitor, it sounds like.
Found someone you want.
Everyone's looking for something. But come, tea. She leads you inside. The inside of the hut is crowded with these artifacts, old, like, village tools, a couple of skulls, a small fire going over an iron cauldron. She begins grinding up some leaves into a paste, which she then kind of distributes into a drink. It's a common drink you've seen made in this region for tea. You know, nothing with what she does in terms of making the tea looks odd.
I'm gonna go check out the fire. Not too often it's over the cauldron.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
The cauldron's over the fire.
Over the cauldron. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
This witch truly is practicing foul magics.
I repeatedly think about the first time I ran Star Wars for you all, and at the end of the session, I referred to Coruscant as a planet the size of a city.
Oh, nothing
That
like a
was a
super
good
dwarf
one.
planet. But yeah. So no, we'll take the tea. Although I have no intention of drinking it.
Yeah, she hands out mugs to everybody. They're in like rough wooden mugs, similar to what you would expect to see in like a primitive village. So, do tell what brings such youngsters to Umbala at this time.
We're looking for someone.
Ah, yes, you mentioned that. My apologies. The memory, it's the first thing to go in your old age. Right after the memory.
Mhm. Well,
So who is it you were looking for again?
Timora points at Heberon.
Oh,
was
well,
traveling
he's
with
right there.
No, he was traveling with her.
Ah.
Because Gilbert, you know her name, and I don't remember.
Paulina Mare,
Yes, that name.
the the name that Under has given us several times, including
And nobody
before
can
my first death.
remember it. The person, yes.
Yes, the person made out of people. A people.
Was she like a young woman about, I'm kind of strapping, dressed like an adventurer? Dumb enough to come here alone?
Mora looks over at Heberon.
Yeah.
She isn't here, I'm afraid. She left.
We gathered that much. We were hoping you knew to where.
Ah. Well, she was after me to perform the rite of old bones. A bit of clairvoyance, you see, and she was hoping to have me divine the cause of this death curse that has set upon the land. Unfortunately, the rite requires a certain ingredient which I don't have. It requires the fangs of a naga, a gigantic snake found only in the... Well, not only, I suppose, but I know of where one is. You see, in the heights of the Cobalt Mountains, there's a small ziggurat known as Orulanga. And there's a naga in residence there. I suggested that if she went and retrieved the fangs and brought them to me, I would be able to perform this rite for her. And she set off immediately. To the northwest, you see, to the mountains.
Underdark.
What's up?
Insight.
Sure! Make an insight check.
Yeah, make it one as well.
Okay.
Because trust is for suckers.
Mm-hmm.
And why would she go without her party?
So, Timora, I mean,
I'm really intrigued with this fire.
Yeah, it's some old lady, can't tell shit. Hebron, though, like, why wouldn't she come and retrieve you? She wouldn't just set off alone. She's dumb, but not that dumb, you know? Something isn't right here.
Mm-hmm. I have a question.
Yeah, Sonny?
No, not for her. For you.
Oh, okay. What's up?
All right. This room. Is there anything in here large enough to conceal a body?
Several things. There's what looks to be a bed. There's a small, kind of a primitive looking like wicker cabinet that, if you folded up a body, you could shove in there. I suppose if you chopped it up into fine enough pieces, you might be able to fit it in that cauldron over the fire.
This is a witch we're talking about. If anything, I'm not saying this out loud, if anything untoward happened to her, she's probably already been rendered down into something unrecognizable.
Mm-hmm. Under?
What's up?
What was that tea like again? Because that was from the cauldron?
No. She like mashed up the tea and then had boiling water. She made tea, basically. It was just plain tea. The leaves are common. She ground them up, poured boiling water over them. It's a common drink in this part of the world.
Is there a vagabond?
yeah. There's like 6 of them sitting in her hut.
How long has it been since Heberon's seen?
3
person.
days. Three days, right under? I suppose this would make it 4.
Well, it was it was 2 days at the bottom of the thing, I believe. Right. And so yeah, this would be the 3rd day.
So then I would ask, well, when did she set out?
Well, a few days ago. Sorry, memory isn't quite what it used to be, and I can't really be more specific than that. I really don't have much around here, and I would have preferred her to stay a while, but she was quite insistent on needing to get this right done as soon as possible, and she set off as soon as I told her about it. Somewhat rude, if you ask me.
I see.
Have I ever known her to be rude?
Only when she gets really angry.
Under.
Mm-hmm.
What's in that cauldron there? Like a stew?
Yeah, we'll see some type of stew.
How's it smell?
Not great. It looks like she's been. It looks almost like it's a bone broth. And there's
them eternal stews.
And other than some herbs, it doesn't really seem to have a whole lot in it. You know, based on what you saw, you know, she grows like some small vegetables and herbs in her garden, and you know, who knows where the bones came from, but yeah, pickings are slim up on the plateau here.
Oh, okay. So, my fellow players,
Mm-hmm.
I suspect foul play.
What makes you suspect foul play?
What have the chickens done?
Could have been pheasants.
Well, Pete, what makes me suspect foul play is a bone broth in a hag hut when frankly, the information she's provided is fairly suspicious.
What about it is suspicious?
It's not in character for the person we're looking for.
Well, it doesn't mean the only explanation is that the witch did something. Maybe she's in a hurry for some other reason you're not aware of. Anyway, before we go jump into conclusions, I think first we should go out in the direction where Nanny Poo Poo said she might be. And if we don't find her, and don't find any evidence of her passing.
Yeah, let's look for tracks.
Yeah.
How many ways are there down off the plateau?
Well, it's a rather, large plateau. You only basically looked at one side of it and then climbed up. So you don't know how many ways.
Timur's asking.
Oh, yes, Kerr.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I suppose there's 4 ways off the plateau. I would only really recommend one of them, though. The path where you were making your camp last night at the gates. I did notice that, by the way. I'm old and somewhat blind, but even a blind person could see that. That path is the safest way up and down.
A blind person spotted our camp at 1,000 feet away at
she's,
night.
She's not blind. She just she had an encounter with the dragon Cataracts. Cataracts the all-seeing.
A person with cataracts is not seeing something at that distance.
Let's see. The other way, I suppose, is to the north end of it. There's a terrafolk nest partway down. Presumably, they've found Yeah, and you could use that as a jumping off point. Nasty blighters, those. I wouldn't recommend it. They wouldn't take kindly to you, and well, no offense, as she gestures towards Hebron, and you still look like shit. The other two ways is you could always jump, but it's quite a fall, and I don't know of anyone that could survive that. The fourth option would be to climb. It's somewhat perilous, but doable if you guys have rope and climbing equipment.
We'll have to figure out what we want to do. I'd like to step out of the hut and look for Paulina Mare's footprints.
Are you telling me, the DM, or telling that's Nanny Poo Poo?
You, the DM.
Okay. Yeah, you get up and leave.
Tomorrow, would I be able to get your assistance?
Sure.
Trying to figure out which way she went.
Alright, so Tamora goes with you, leaving River, Muscles, and Giuseppe in the hut with Poo Poo.
Yeah,
River's
no,
was-
I think we would all go.
River was staying outside.
Going so soon. I'm hoping you might be willing to stay a bit. Share a meal, play cards, visit.
We won't be leaving just yet. We just want to figure out what direction our compatriot went off to before we pursue.
Unfortunately, I don't think we will be able to stay for the pleasantries, though the offer is very nice. We are after our friend. We're afraid she might be in danger.
Oh, if she went alone to the jungle, she most certainly is, and I can understand your desire to find your friend. One thing you should know, though, is it's a rather curious sight. If you catch it in just the right light in the setting sun, to the northeast of here, you can actually just make out the ziggurat of Orolunga on the eastern side of the Cobalt Mountains.
How big is this ziggurat?
It's it's a ziggurat. I can't say I've really been there myself, but you can see like the path leading up to it and like a little dot where it is. It's really only visible in certain light conditions.
Sure, my dark
I mean, it's
vision
just
of- at
impressive because
60
that's like 40 miles?
Closer to 80.
30? Yeah, okay. Oh, look, how big are these hexes?
6.
Maybe 7 hexes.
It's 13. Well, you'll see. Anyway, she says, "Well, but of course, I do take your look around, but I do recommend waiting for at least another sunset. And if you look at the mountains in the setting sun, especially if you have a what was it that this woman called it? A spyglass. Yes. If you have one of those, that makes it a lot easier to see it."
Do you have a spyglass?
No, the woman would not part with it.
I see.
Inside.
Sure, make an insight check. She doesn't want to admit it. Is what you kind of get like you kind of like, oh yeah, I suppose I wouldn't want to show the adventurers the big expensive spyglass I have.
You mean that my compatriot had right under that one?
What I'm getting at, though, is that she's, kind of quick on that denial there. You may make what assumptions you like about the spyglass.
All right. But yeah, take a stretch and walk around a little bit. See if we can pick up her trail. So we won't be departing. And then yeah, go outside.
Okay. So yeah, you guys go outside. Light rain still falling, bit of a breeze.
Oh, there's a light rain.
Yes.
I missed that. River, we should set up your tarp to catch water.
And find tracks we should find.
Sure.
Quickly.
So who's looking for the tracks?
I am, I think.
All right.
I can certainly help.
It is a survival check.
You're at a +4, right?
Yep.
Same.
All right, so you're helping.
Yeah.
So, Timora, you look around and as you're looking through it, you can see some older tracks that definitely led from the gatehouse to the hut, but you don't find any tracks leading away.
Mm-hmm.
At least that aren't obviously some older persons. Like you can see that from the hut, like around the garden, there's some that are about the right shape for Nini Poo Poo. Some leading off to the ruins of this village. You can from what you can see, it looks to be like this old like cistern or something in the center of the village that the tracks lead towards.
Yeah. When's the last time besides today did it rain? How many days has it been?
4 or 5.
Okay. So then that means all of Felina's tracks would be here. They wouldn't have gotten rained on.
Yeah.
So we find her tracks going to the hut, but not to going out.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
I crave justice.
I would recommend against it. For now.
Why?
Going with my gut on that one.
You don't think we can take her?
I think it's a bad idea. I think we should
I think
get
it's
more
a
information.
terrible idea. Check out the cistern. You see Nanny Poo Poo's tracks going over to the cistern and back, right?
Yeah. Several times.
Yeah. Go over there and take a look ski.
All right, yeah. As you walk over, it looks to be like a 15-foot in diameter. You can see that it drops down 15 feet to what looks to be scummy black water. The lip and the walls of the cistern appear to be lined with bricks.
We'll drop a ball bearing in the water and see what happens.
Yeah, you just kind of toss the ball bearing over. It goes, padoosh. There's some ripples.
So it's not black slime.
If I may.
Go ahead.
I lower this this hunk of meat I have on a rope down in there.
Okay. Yeah, you lower this hunk of meat. Are you lowering it into the water or just above it?
Just above it for, like just above the surface.
Okay. Yeah, you,
Cool.
you hold it there. A few minutes pass. Nothing seems to happen.
All right, I dip it in.
All right, you dip it in. Again, a minute passes. Nothing seems to happen.
All right, I'll go down. No piranhas.
How are you going down? You just jumping in?
Well, no, tie a rope and then climb down.
Okay.
And then lower me.
Yep.
All right. You get down there. At the edges of the cistern, the water is only about like 3 inches deep. But as you're walking, you can kind of feel like muck at the bottom, and it does feel like it gets deeper towards the center. Like the bottom is like a rounded tub. And there's
Yeah.
definitely like mud and muck and stuff in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go all the way.
Okay. Well, why don't you go ahead and give me an investigation check as you kind of begin poking around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, you're poking around in the muck, and the only thing you find is that some like towards one of the edges, there's like this small heap of bricks matching the wall. Other than that, it was just muck, and from the smell, not entirely just mud.
Do the bricks look like they belong somewhere? Like,
Well-
is there pieces of the puzzle missing?
Well, it's more like it's the same style and type of brick that was used in the lining of the cistern,
Mm-hmm.
but they're heaped up at the bottom like they fell.
Yeah, I was asking if I could see where they fell from.
Yeah, so you kind of look up, and as you're looking up, and with the sun overhead, yeah, you can spot like a dark area where the bricks might have fallen out of.
All right. See if I can climb up and. Well, I mean, wouldn't be difficult with them manning the rope to pull me.
Yeah,
up and
yeah,
then
they're able to
get
move the
dark
rope
spot.
over. Yeah, they're able to move the rope over. You're able to climb up, and yeah, you can. When you get up there, you can see that some bricks had fallen out, and that there is a looks to be a narrow tunnel, like one you could crawl through, leading away. It goes down, and then it looks like about 10 feet, like at an angle, and then it looks like it goes back up, similar to like a trap, like a water trap. So you can't really see straight ahead.
Yeah, I'll holler back up. Hey, there's a hole here. I'm gonna climb in it. So pay out some rope.
A payout rope.
I crawl in the hole.
Okay, yeah, you crawl in the hole. 10 feet, it kind of begins to angle up a bit. And then it levels out another 10 feet forward, and you can see a small hollow with what looks to be a sack. A leather sack.
Hmm. Well, I don't think Nanny Poo Poo put this here. I'll investigate the sack.
Okay, yeah, as you get closer, it looks to be a roughly made sack, closed with like thick, sinuous stitching, and the top kind of tied together with like a thin, like strand of like sinew or tendon or something.
Yeah,
A small bone kind of stuck through it to kind of lock it all in place.
I'll untie it and look inside.
Okay. Inside, you can see 6 what look to be. Do you have dark vision, or are you using a light source?
Light source.
Okay. So you can see what look to be 6 onyx gemstones worth 50 gold each. A spell scroll, still curled up. And 10 ingots of gray metal that appear to be stamped with dwarven runes.
All right. Yeah, I'll tie the sack back off and just throw it in my pack, and then, climb back out.
Okay.
Pay back up the rope and climb back out.
You were able to do so easily. There were no
Alright.
tricks or traps involved.
Lame. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. So then, who's our wizard? Who's our magic user?
Don't really have one,
Yeah, be you, the bard.
I guess.
Well, I give you a spell scroll.
All right. What is it of?
You unfurled and read it to find out.
I
It-
unfold the explosive runes.
Yes, you unfurl the scroll. Make sure to stand as close to the party as possible.
Everybody gather around.
Front towards enemy. I don't know this one.
Why is it so heavy?
And this appears to be a spell scroll of comprehend languages.
Useful.
I'm gonna make a spell scroll in a language that's, an unknown language. That's comprehend language. So you need to use comprehend language to know that it's a spell scroll of comprehend language. Wahahaha.
Or you can use identify to tell you it's a spell scroll.
Ruining my fun.
Yeah,
I
fuck
mean,
you. Fuck
Still
your
good luck
fun.
casting it, but
Yeah.
they'll know what it is.
All right. All right. And then I'll give the sack to Heveron. Actually, no. I give the sack to. What's River? What's your class?
Ranger.
Oh. What's Giuseppe? Mister?
Paladin.
Okay. I give the sack to you
Why do you give me a sack?
because I don't have the carrying capacity.
I don't want your sack. What's in it?
6 onyx gems worth 50 gold pieces. Well, I hang on to those. But the
Then
10
you just
ingots
give
of
me-
gray metal
Oh,
stamped with Dwarven. I speak Dwarvish.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So the runes indicate 3 things. They indicate the origin of the ingots as Hrakhamar, a mine, the name of the mine, basically. It also indicates the purity, and these are 100% pure. And it tells you what they are. These are adamantine ingots.
Oh, okay.
You have
Yeah,
10
probably.
1-pound adamantine ingots worth 10 gold each.
10 gold? That's it?
For a 1-pound ingot, yeah.
That was 100. 1 pound of adamantine is 100 gold pieces.
Then it's a tenth of a pound. Sorry, they just gave me the
Oh.
gold value.
Oh, okay. So they're worth 10 gold pieces.
They're worth 10 gold pieces, so that would mean, yeah, if it's 100 gold a pound, then they're a tenth of a pound each. You have 1 pound of little ingots.
so I have 10 adamantium ingots.
Yes,
no.
worth 10 gold each.
Yeah, they are 1 pound according to 5e. Where the fuck am I getting 100 for adamantine then? That's what's in my mind.
Or its price?
I don't know. Well, we got 10 pounds of adamantine.
Yes.
Take these to a smith, melt them down, make some armor or weapons out of it.
Well, they're in your inventory, mister.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Yeah, I got them wrote down.
All right.
Yeah, and it looks like that the sack is just like this like rawhide sack.
Yeah.
Just kind of whatever animal it was thin skinned. You know, it's not like it's cow or anything like that.
Oh, I found it. It's from the 5e.tools. It's from Waterdeep Dragon Heist. That's where that number comes from. Which we don't use, so.
Hmm.
My mistake. All right. Let's see. So, evidence of her going in, no evidence of her going out, not a fight we can take. So wait for her to go to sleep and rob her blind.
I would have gone wait for her to go to sleep and kill her dead.
Something tells me you're not going to be able to sneak up on a hag.
Yeah.
Does she even go to sleep?
Presumably she must sleep or meditate at least. The mind requires rest. Well, what do you guys think?
I rarely do.
Well, since I have a feeling we're not killing her, I'm adding her to the Book of Grudges.
We'll circle back to
I
that
still think
later.
we should go off and try to find the. We'll go off looking for that Naga and see if we find any tracks.
Yeah. I doubt we will. But
I personally think that story is a crock of horse shit.
well, I mean, we confirmed it with the survival check. We've seen footprints go into tent and no footprints come out of tent. Like, we know she didn't leave this plateau.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we'll do we want to go back down the way we came and circle around the plateau, or go deal with the Terrafolk?
Let's exterminate the Terrafolk.
I mean, they did kill your identical twin brother.
Oh.
Yeah, we would have filled Heberon in as to his ventures of his brother.
Oh, in that case, let's exterminate them with a vengeance.
Yeah, that's what I figured. You know, he's mad at Nanny Poo Poo. So let's distract him with the Terrafolk story.
Distract.
Well,
temporarily redirect murderous energy is more like.
yes. In the interest of the survival of the party.
As long as we come back to kill her at some point.
Oh yes. Most certainly.
The sooner the better.
But anyway, so yeah, we'll I mean, I guess we could spend the day here just to burn your level of exhaustion. Because that investigation took some time. The conversation took some time, so.
It's about lunchtime.
Mm-hmm. Well, break out the cards, I guess. We can at least pretend to be your friend.
Yes, do that. You should.
Plus, if we can get her distracted enough, I might be able to steal a spyglass. If we want to try that.
We could certainly try.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Fossils, River, Giuseppe.
Yeah, I thought we were sticking around and playing cards for a bit.
And possibly, if the party's game, distract her and see if I can steal the spyglass.
No, I wouldn't recommend stealing from her. I don't agree with that.
All right. River Giuseppe.
I'm
we
fine with
should,
whatever.
I think if we're
Well-
gonna circle back to the it's
Okay, Sleuth, you broke up mightily there. Say again.
Connection. Everything.
Can anyone hear anybody clearly?
There's something wrong with the Dungeons and Dragons chat.
Yeah, I think it's back though.
Yeah. Oh, I figured drag everybody out, reset the room.
Ah, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
that works. Whatever.
Yep, that works.
All right. So can you say again, Sleuth?
Yeah.
I think we should, if we're going to do something to the witch instead of just talking to the witch, we should circle back and do that a fair bit later rather than just in a couple
Yeah,
days
no.
after we deal with the Terra
All
folk.
right. Yeah, we'll just spend the day carousing with the obviously evil witch.
Okay. Are you going to gamble with her?
I mean, sure, why not? Doesn't mean I'm going to gamble fair.
Okay. So yeah, you guys sit there and start playing cards, passing the day along. She does prove that even though she isn't that of a that dexter, she is kind of like a canny card player. And I presume you're going to be trying to cheat.
For a hand or two.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm dealer, pocket an ace.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, that's +6. The stealth is 8. So 8 for me.
Okay. So yeah, so you steal a card here and there, and presuming it's some type of like poker, you lay down like this like full house, right? And then she just lays down a 6 of a kind, and just smiles at you.
Huh. Well, I do believe I'm outmatched.
I
That was fun.
don't feel so bad, Sonny. I've been doing this for a long time.
Turns out when she was a human, she was
You broke up at the end there. Can you guys hear me?
I hear you.
I hear you.
Not hear Ruffles.
I hear you. I don't hear Ruffles. He's talking. I don't hear him.
Well, yeah, he like broke up and cut off there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hear him anymore.
I guess when she was a human, she just ceased to exist at some point.
Yeah.
The witch has clearly done something. Just stab the witch.
What could
I wasn't
possibly go
joking.
wrong?
Ruffles, are you back?
I apologize. I lost internet.
Ah, well, that would do it.
Yep. Everything's blue.
Odd.
Is it because you have blue tinted sunglasses on?
But yeah, you both cheat at cards. She's a little bit better at it than you, but the day passes. She seems to be enjoying herself. Obviously you're all, her, you and her are just cheating at the cards, just straight up, like that's the game more than the actual game.
It's so obvious the entire party can tell.
Yeah. But eventually the day passes, and as sunset, she does lead you guys outside. Says, "I can show you the way where Orlunga can be seen in this light."
Sure.
And she takes you all out onto the plateau. In like the dying embers of the sunlight, she points out to the northwest towards the edge of the Cobalt Mountains. And you can see there that in like the reddish, almost horizontal light, you can see like almost like a glinting off, kind of on one of the mountains. And she points at the glint and like, that right there, that is a ziggurat of Orlunga. It's a hazardous journey, but I know that there was a Naga there. That is where your friend went.
Well, we'll camp here for the night. Set out in the morning. Com check.
Oh. Yeah. Sorry, I was doing something.
No. I switched back to computer.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I hear you just fine. And Poo-Poo is like, you're more than welcome to stay with me. The fire keeps the hut nice and warm in the night. You don't need to stay out in the field, though I understand that if you don't wish to share a space with an old decrepit woman like myself.
Well, we don't want to be inhospitable. We have our own tents, though I do appreciate the offer.
Of course. I always keep the fire burning, so if you, I don't know, if in the night feel a bit peckish, do come on in. I'll be happy to whip you up something.
Yeah, I think keep the same watch too.
All right. Yeah. So you guys
we would set up a fair bit away. We wouldn't be very close to her Kwanzaa.
How far would you be?
What do you guys think?
Hmm. 60.
Like 60 to 100 feet.
65.
I was thinking 100. And we'll light a nice fire.
All right. So you guys go down for your rest. The night falls. River, it's about the middle of your watch when Nanny Poo Poo comes out of her hut and kind of waddles over to you.
I'll wave to her.
She waves back and comes right up to you. And, oh, good. One of you is still awake. Couldn't sleep, dear.
I'm not much of a people person, but I can at least try to entertain you.
Oh, I'm not looking for entertainment. It's I was having a bit of trouble in the hut, you see, with the latch on that cabinet of mine. The arthritis just it flares up every now and then. I was wondering if you'd be willing to come and open it for me.
Yeah, sure. I'll just shake Tamora up.
All right. Well, I'll shake muscles up,
Uh,
and then I'll go
Alright.
with River.
Oh, it's just a cabinet, dear. I think only one of you will be needed.
Well, just in case he can't get it, I'm a little more dexterous.
Suit yourself. So, Tamora and River, you're led to the hut. You know, she's got that wicker cabinet there, and she points at it and says, I just couldn't quite get it open. I was wondering if you could be a dear and just twist the latch to the right.
I would have gone in as well since they woke me.
Okay. Well, then I'll stay by the door.
Am I awake? Is Giuseppe awake?
I was just waking.
I was waking Muscles to stay by the camp, and if she does anything, nefarious, I
I
can
missed that
alert
part.
Muscles. Yeah.
I'll stay by the camp.
Yeah. No worries. Yeah. But I'm going to stay by the door regardless.
And I'll see if I can finagle it and get the lock open.
Okay. Yeah. As you step into the hut, it's like she was cooking like some incense or something. Like it is thick and cloying in here.
I hold the flap open and stand in the doorway.
Yeah, you're also just like, oh man, this is like some like old lady perfume turned up to 11.
Then I hold my breath.
All right, and she gestures to the cabinet, River. Do you open it?
I'll see if there's like something obviously wrong with the hinge. If it's just out of alignment or something.
Sure. Make a perception check. Unless you're like actually like looking real close, in which case it's like an investigation.
I would be looking close. My perception is better, but investigation makes more sense. 4.
Nah, it's just a cabinet latch. She probably just couldn't quite manage the finger strength to twist it.
All right, I'll give it a try.
Yeah, and the mechanism's pretty obvious. You turn the latch. There's a click. The door swings open. You can see several shelves with jars of what look to be preserved herbs and several skulls.
Like animal skulls?
No humanoid ones.
Mm.
And that's when I'm going to need you and Tamora to both make Constitution saving throws versus poison. Tamora, you have advantage because you've been sitting by the ventilation.
I already have advantage.
Okay, well, I wasn't sure if you did or not.
Wanty.
Okay.
Violence.
22.
All right. Yeah, so, the perfume in there is thick, it's cloying. You're feeling a little lightheaded, but nothing happens. Nanny Poo Poo thanks you, like, oh, thank you, Sonny. That does make accessing that so much easier. You can go back to your camp now.
Of course. Before I leave, you may want to tone down the incense a bit. It is a bit bad for the lungs when it gets strong like this.
Well, perhaps you need to think about that, but quite frankly, I like the smell, and I don't really care for the long term anymore.
Fair enough. I'll head back to camp.
Yep. Well, that incense was definitely sus.
Oh yeah, that is not just incense, but
Oh, just pass the word on watches that be on your toes. And then Muscles and I will go back down.
Okay. The rest of the night passes without incident. Morning comes, and you have all had a successful long rest.
All right.
All right, with that, I think I'd better turn in. It's getting late over here.
All right. Have a good night, Pete.
Have a good
Have
night,
fun.
Pete.
I'm going to use the bathroom.
All right. Well, I think we go north and harass the Terrafolk.
Okay. So yeah, you guys go to the.
Now. We come back for her later.
Yes, you go to the north. Looking over the edge, you can see that about. Let me go to that distance. About 70 feet down, you can see like a lip, and it looks like it opens up to a cave.
All right. Well, or you want to try baiting them out?
I'd say we go for it.
All right. Well, which way is the wind blowing?
Oh, that's a good question to roll for the weather. Let's see here. Normal 95-degree heat. There is no wind, and it's now a heavy rain.
Well, that's good. Slightly obscuring.
Mm-hmm.
And we're good on water then. So, heavy rain. Let's see. So this plateau, is there like dead plant matter anywhere?
Well, it's like scrub grass, right?
Okay. Yeah. So I could take that, rawhide pouch and pack it completely full with, shrub grass and, the likes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then since it's wet, light it on fire so it turns to essentially a smoke bomb.
I mean, it would make a lot of smoke. I wouldn't necessarily call it a smoke bomb. It'll just burn.
Yeah. More like a smoke grenade, like it's slowly making lots of smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll have Giuseppe, I guess. Hang me off the clip, so I'll rappel down, light it, and then throw it into the cave. Literally smoke them out.
Okay. So you light it, kind of toss it in there. You hear some squawks. Smoke, kind of begins wafting out slowly.
Oh, I'd be climbing back up.
Right. I assume you're still looking over the edge, though.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. So smoke starts kind of strands of start wisping out of the front of the cave. A few minutes later, you hear poof, as the smoky bag goes flying out of the cave and starts falling to the jungle below, like someone punted it.
Well,
what's your passive perception again, Tamora?
21.
So as you kind of turn back towards the party, you do notice that about 100 feet back from the cliff edge, in like near some bushes, there's some wisps of smoke rising into the air.
Oh. I pointed out to the party. Hey, look, another way in.
Yes.
We go there.
Yeah, as you go over there, you can see it's a small opening in like a crevasse, maybe 10 feet wide, 5 feet across. Looks to go straight down.
How far down?
Yeah, as you're looking, it looks like it goes about 30 feet and starts to curve towards the outside of the plateau, so you would kind of lose sight of it.
Well, dig in some pythons and we can rappel down. Better to take them inside because then they can't fly.
Yes. I wasn't at my computer though for a chunk of that. Did we encounter anything worth noting on our way there?
Just the ruined village, burned out husks, that type of thing.
We didn't look. We walked through, but we didn't do any checking.
Yeah, the other thing you guys checked out in the village was the cistern.
Do we want to check things out in the village, Gilbert?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Do you have proficiency, Gilbert?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to help me? Get that sweet +5 to my roll? I don't have proficiency in investigation, so. Unless somebody
Gotcha.
else has proficiency in investigation.
I do.
Okay. Well then yeah, then River and Heberon are the investigators.
What's yours?
+2.
Alright, I'll do it.
Alright, yeah, so you guys poke through the remains of the village, and it looks like it has been long abandoned, like years of neglect and abandonment here. You find nothing of value. It looks like, Nanny Poo Poo's been here alone for a long time in terms of being alone. The village has not existed in many, many years.
Alright, back to the bird people. But not the fun kind.
All right. Off we
So-
go then.
Yeah, 30-foot crevasse, set up some pythons, set up a rappel line. I'll go down first. Just in case there's an ambush.
I can go first if you want.
Well, I'm more so that I'm stealthy and get down there quietly and back up quietly without the possibility of being seen.
All right.
Not so much taking a hit, more so avoiding the hit altogether.
Okay,
Yes.
so you're trying to sneak down there,
I am trying to sneak down there.
and you're going alone.
I can
Just
go with.
just to scout, and then I'll signal for them to come with. It's 30 feet down, so.
Well, it's 30 feet before it curves out of sight.
Yeah. Well, I'm just making sure the 30 feet down we can get everybody down without there being, 4 Terra folks standing out on that curved out of sight with spears. So I'm just, pre-scouting the entry.
Well, whoever's going, go ahead and give me a stealth check. All right. So, yeah, tomorrow you rappel. Oh, River's going as well. Okay. So, tomorrow you and River rappel down there. River kind of kicking up some small rocks. But as you land at that curve, you can see that it looks like it goes down at an angle. And then ends, like where it flattens out and ends, and there's not really a doorway, but like a vertical crevice that you could go through. But that would be around to your left, and so you can't actually see down there from here. But there were not, in fact, bird people waiting on the ramp.
Okay. Yeah, and signal for Giuseppe and Heberon to come down. And then this next part is it steep enough to merit having another rope?
Yes.
Okay. Then so however many feet of rope we need from the Pythons down.
So the top down to where you would to this curved where you would need about 30 feet, then this goes about 50 feet.
Okay. Yeah, we got that. Yeah, so I'll just unspool more rope.
Okay. You know, and are you going alone this time to the crevice, or?
What do you guys think? You want me to scout one more time? No, or river.
I mean, y'all can scout, yeah. Y'all the quiet ones.
Yeah, we could go as a pair whenever we're
Alright.
splitting off from the
Yeah.
party.
So we both go.
All right, give me a pair of stealth checks then.
27, 28.
Much better.
Yeah, as you guys silently make your way down to this crevice, as you realize that the crevice is actually like a it goes like to the left and then immediately begins to open out into like a triangular shaped cave. And you can see 9 terrafolk sort of milling about, absently kind of pecking at and chewing on a couple of corpses. But it looks like that from the design of the cave, if you were in there, it would actually be really hard to see if this crevice even exists.
Oh, so they might not even know this exists.
What kind of corpses?
Well, not your brother.
Well, yeah, not his brother. One looks to be an elf, and the other is a halfling.
Isn't Polina an elf? Or is she human?
I
mean, we would know this. I don't know if we've been told this though.
Well, Hebron would know it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean.
She's a half elf, actually.
Okay.
So it's definitely not her.
Yeah.
Definitely not her. Like it's an elf man and a halfling man, so definitely not her.
All right. Well, I'll go back to the 50-foot angled and signal to Giuseppe and Heberon for them to join us. Oh, I'll make a shushing sign, but I don't know if they'll be terribly quiet.
Is Hebron and Giuseppe going to attempt stealth?
What are the distances involved here?
From the crevice to the closest terrafolk is 10 feet. From the crevice to the farthest of the 9 terrafolk is 30 feet.
To get to the crevice is a 45-degree, 50-foot long tunnel.
Yes.
Okay, that's the part I needed.
Ah, sorry.
Yeah. I'll try creeping along as best I can.
All right, well then, Tamora and River, we can use your previous stealth checks, but Giuseppe and Hebron, I now need you guys to make stealth checks.
Okay. I'm not really stealthy. I just want to make that known.
Oh yeah, no, this is more so if it happens, it
Not yet,
happens. If
anyway.
it doesn't, it doesn't. Yeah. We're expecting you guys not to be quiet. But if we can sneak you down here, the more the merrier.
All right, yeah, you guys kind of sneak down there. Some small rocks fall and slide, but you get to the crevice, and when Tamori kind of peeks that edge there, the terrafolk don't seem to be alarmed or anything. you think that they might not have heard that.
Cool. I give a little thumbs up to Heberon. And then I hold up 9 fingers. And then I do the arm gesture of the after you.
All right. I'd recommend range dudes shoot at the furthest. Melee guys
Take
close
the
with
close.
the
Yep. Yeah. You soak up the ranks, and then we pick off the stragglers.
Yeah. So under, I'm planning of avenging my kin.
Okay. So you guys,
Blood shall soak this cave.
indeed, you go charging in, achieving total surprise. Roll initiative.
Yeah. Concrete. Oh. Look at them initials. Ignore
Oh
mine.
my god, this is gonna be ugly.
Ignore
for them,
mine.
dude.
Ignore mine. We
Oh
have
my
surprise,
God.
and we have first initial.
Oh my god, this is gonna be ugly.
All right, Giuseppe.
Whacking.
What do you do?
Well, he's gonna go up and how far are they from me?
The closest one is 10 feet. The farthest is 30.
Oh well, let's hit the 10-foot one. Let me just walk up and poke him with my sword.
Yeah, you walk in. They're all squawking in surprise. Roll to hit.
Do I have advantage because I have surprise?
No. The surprise condition doesn't give you advantage, but it does mean they won't be able to act on their turn this time.
Oh well, okie dokie. Well, it's a good thing too, because I missed the motherfucker.
He's so surprised. You're so surprised.
He goes ah, and I go ah, and then that was the end of that combat. All right, I'm done.
All right, River.
Leave it at 10. Fucking
I'm
light.
gonna shoot the one in the farthest from me.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Sharpshooter shot. Just fuck this guy. No advantage. Hey, that's
Miss.
Unfortunate.
Is that all?
That's it.
Hebron?
1 second. Sorry. I'm about to transfer over to the computer again. 1 moment.
Oh, these guys are totally what I picture for Terra Folk now.
Okay, there we go. Okay. Charge up.
Uh-huh.
First dude. Swing sword.
All right, roll to hit. Hit.
Eight points of slashing.
Okay. So you'd hurt him. Anything else?
Action surge.
Uh-huh. Miss.
Motherfucker. Alright.
No,
All right. All right, their turn. They are squawking in surprise and are unable to do anything. Tamora.
All right, I shoot one of the far ones.
The farthest
Doesn't
one,
matter.
or okay?
Doesn't
Roll
really
it.
matter. We haven't hit anybody except for that one up close. So, unless you guys want me to take that one out, because I will take the bloody one.
He's not bloodied. He's just injured.
Well, yeah, injured one.
Fucking cap his ass.
Yeah. I think focus fire is going to be a better choice.
Okay, roll to hit then. Hit. All right, that bloodies him.
All right, that's it.
Correction. He's near death.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I stay in the crevice. That's it.
All right, Giuseppe.
I'm gonna hit that one again.
Roll to hit.
He's near death.
Well, not from me. Because the hell?
Somehow you managed to type club. That's interesting, but fortunately, it doesn't know what to do with it.
What?
Yeah, that's the bot's reaction too.
I type club.
How the fuck?
You held Alt and hit some numbers. 16 hits.
It's Alt 5.
Oh, it is.
I was like, I think that's one of the single digit ones.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, there are alt keys. Oh no.
Wait, you didn't know that?
No.
Alt and numbers make symbols, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm playing with my old key. You need damage, right, Under?
I need damage from you.
Okay, yeah. I am smiting.
The near dead
Oh
guy.
wait, no, he's already near death, so I'm not smiting.
That's why I said it.
12.
All right, that kills him.
Yay!
8 more to go.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Yay. No.
All right, River.
Shooting that furthest back guy.
All right, roll to hit. Hit.
Pause. 15. Yeah, 15 damage.
That bloodies him.
That's it for me.
Okay, Hebron. The one in front of you has died.
I engage the next.
All right, yeah, you move 5 feet forward, getting into the next guy.
Actually. Instead. No, I'll just go with the sword. That's it.
The rage is strong with this one.
That's unfortunate. All right, these guys. They now get to actually take their turn. That guy in front of you, Hebron, he's kind of pissed. He's going to bite and claw at you.
Well, he's a pathetic, degenerate creature who will fail miserably against the superiority of a Septimus.
Does an 11 hit a Septimus?
No, God, no. It wouldn't hit even the squishiest, most unarmored.
That would have barely
Okay.
hit Nala.
Well, then the second one walks up, and a third one, and a fourth one. As he's kind of come up to you, waddling forward on their awkward legs, and begin slashing at you.
That's funny. Reaction brace. I hit one of them.
Oh, great. Roll to hit. Hit.
Additionally, I have been a massive dumbass the entire time I've been using this.
Why is that?
Because I haven't been adding my combat superiority dice to it.
Mm.
I thought you were just doing that out of, choice because you're so cool you didn't need to do the extra damage.
No, it's been forever since I've played this Septimus build, and I kind of forgot.
It's been a while since you played a battle maneuver, and you're just like, oh yeah, that's right. I'm
Yeah,
actually going to do damage with these dice.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been something that wasn't a wizard.
All right, well, that bloodies the guy. And then they're start tearing into you.
All right, they can attack me with their feeble, pathetic arms.
That guy you just hit, that you bloodied, well, does a 13 hit you?
No.
20?
Yeah.
All right. So he bites you first. And then the claws. For a total of 20 points of piercing and
Unconscious.
slashing damage. Oh, okay.
Wait, no, I have heavy armor master. Fuck you.
Okay, that was 2 hits, so you have to remove 6 from that then.
I know.
Okay. Then the second guy walks up to you.
He can lick my nuts. I'm gonna exterminate his race.
Okay, so there's now 3 in melee with you.
Hit.
Just a 20.
Mm-hmm.
Bites you for 7 points of piercing damage.
For 4.
Okay.
Still up.
Yep. And then the fourth one comes into melee with you.
I diagnose him with being inferior.
Does a 15
1
hit?
hit.
Okay, just the 22, not the 19?
Oh, no. 19 also hits.
Okay. For 16 points of slashing damage.
Okay, I'm unconscious.
Okay, you fall unconscious. However, because of the distances these guys are waddling about, the remaining 3 are unable to get into melee with anybody. Like, they're pushing forward, but there's still a small gap there. Tamora.
Well, how much space is between Giuseppe and Hebron?
Like 2 feet.
And to their left and right, the Terrafolk are moving in, but there's space to the left and right of Hebron that's not immediately next to him that there are Terrafolk?
No. So, the cave is like a triangle, and you're at the deep point of it. The opening out to the outside is the far flat of it. So if you think like a cone coming out. So the Terrafolk kind of squeezed into the left, right, and then front left and front right of Hebron. But because of the way the walls are narrowing down, Giuseppe is kind of like just behind Hebron. And the Terrafolk have been unable to kind of squeeze their way past it, right? The farther back you go, the narrower it gets.
Okay, so Giuseppe's in a position where he can only get, 2 of them can get melee with him.
Correct.
Okay. I'm looking for an area to throw a Molotov that wouldn't hit Hebron.
Oh. Well, if you aim behind the guys that are in melee with Hebron, there are 3 guys that haven't been able to push their way forwards because of how narrowing the cave is getting.
So it would get those 3
Yes.
and not Hebron.
Yes.
Okay, then I eat a Molotov right there.
All right, yeah. You toss your Molotov, it bursts. Flaming bird.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they take damage at the start of their turn.
Yep, and then I will back up a little bit up the 45 and bonus action hide. Up the
Okay.
45-degree slope.
Yeah, you can back up there and hide once you're around that corner. That's no problem. Go ahead and make a stealth check. If they come around that corner, though, if one of them gets through your melee guys, you're plainly visible once they get past that corner. There's just nowhere to hide otherwise.
Even crawling up the tunnel we came down and breaking line of sight?
You're going to go all the way to the top of the 50-foot long ramp?
I would have to go all the way up that to break line of sight?
Yes.
Okay, then never mind. Yeah, I'll just
Or,
back up.
think
Yeah.
it goes down
right
and
down.
then there's a ramp.
Yeah, okay. Then I'll just back up a little bit and break line of sight for now and hide.
Okay.
Eh,
You've broken line of sight.
I'll pretend to hide.
All right. Giuseppe.
Moving to melee with another one.
All right. Yeah, you step forward over to the unconscious body of Hebron. There's a bloodied one in front of you.
Mr.
Wait. Hebron's unconscious?
Yes.
Again?
Giuseppe also, remember the layout and description. If you stay where you were, only 2 can get into melee with you. If you
Okay.
step forward, they all can.
All right, well then I'm just gonna lay on hands and wake Giuseppe up.
How much you giving him?
Let's give it. When does the initial order go? Do they monsters go before him? Let's see.
He goes after you.
He goes after me. Okay, then. Yeah.
Oh no, yeah.
What?
You go first, then River, then Heb.
Okay.
So yeah, he would go before the monsters.
Okay, good. Then I'll give him 1 hit point.
All right, Hebron, you wake up on the ground with a hit point and a level of exhaustion.
Yep.
Another level of exhaustion.
Well, he cleared that with his last long rest, so he should be fine.
Yep, pay attention, mister. Come on.
Anything else for Giuseppe?
No. Well, Gilbert, I mean, you go down so much. It's hard to keep track of how many points of exhaustion you actually have.
Well, yeah, when you're level 2 and you get focus fired, that's gonna happen.
Wah.
All right, River.
Mister,
I'm
there's
gonna-
no wang there.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the one in the back and shoot him.
Okay, yeah, the one that's bloodied in the back. All right.
Yes.
Roll to hit.
Hey.
No.
Oh, at least he was in the back.
I have hit the wall. Take that.
Oh, no, that was a nat 1. Your arrow went over his head, out the opening and into the jungle, where it kills some endangered lynx or something.
Take that, nature.
He hit my smoke bomb.
Probably.
Take that. I don't fucking know. Whatever.
The point is there's no recovering that ammunition.
I hit something. That's good enough for me.
All right. If it wasn't for gravity, you'd miss the ground.
I can manage. Alright, but that's my turn.
All right, Hebron. Prone on the ground with 1 hit point. And
Stand
angry-
up, stab.
Okay, you stabbing the bloodied one or a fresh one?
Bloodied.
Roll to hit. That hits. All right, he's near death.
That's it. No. Bonus action. Second one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice second win.
Won't do much, but yeah.
Keep you alive 1 shot.
All right, so the birds. Well, at the start, the 3 in the back are on fire and take 5 damage. This puts that bloodied one to be near death. They're going to take their action to start rolling around, squawking, and putting the fire out.
They don't know how many flasks of oil I have.
That's true, they don't. Let's see. That near-death one that's in melee with Hebron is going to lash out at you. Does a 17 hit you?
No.
So just the 22.
Yep.
All right, it hits you for 8 points of slashing damage.
5.
Let's see. That was the middle one. Then the one in the middle left is going to swing at you. Just the 18?
Mm-hmm.
For 7 points of slashing damage.
All right.
Far left one.
2 hits.
2 hits. All right. The bite and the claw. For 7, and then typo. And then 6.
All right. So the first one puts me unconscious. The second one is automatic 2 failed death saves.
Let's see. Then that fourth one is going to leap over you and engage Giuseppe in melee. Does a 15 hit Giuseppe?
Nope.
All right. Bounces off your armor. Tamora.
All right. I take a peek ski. What does it look like? Those three in the back still.
Three in the
Still
back
have
look to
fire.
have been like rolling on the ground, putting out the fire.
So I could get them with another flask.
Yes.
I get
Is that
them
what
with
you're doing?
another flask.
All right, you throw another flask. Squawks both of fear, pain, and indignation as you just light them on fire again.
And
Even
yeah.
funnier the second time.
Yeah, wait till I do it the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and up to 20th time.
Oh, if you use my body, you can get another 15 more.
All right.
Your body's still being used right now.
Yeah. Your body is being used as a punching bag right now, but I'll get to it.
But yeah, you're still alive at the moment.
I'll attempt hiding again.
Okay. This time you think you're a little stealthier.
All right.
Giuseppe?
I'm gonna stab the one in front of me.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Is it? Oh,
What?
it doesn't matter. I missed anyway.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right, River?
I'm gonna shoot that one that hasn't died yet.
In the back?
Yep.
All
Well,
right.
Preferably in the face.
Hold on. You're at disadvantage because it's prone on the ground rolling. A 13 hits. It's dead.
Can. Wonderful. Bonus action, I'm going to move my Hunter's Mark to the next furthest guy.
Okay. Who's also on fire, also rolling on the ground.
That's my turn.
All right. Hebron, death save.
Dead.
Wait, he's dead again?
Would appear so.
I just got
Yeah,
him up.
mister. Remember when I told you I got hit a fuck ton of times and then one of those hit me when I was down for automatic failed 2 death saves?
Well, Gilbert, you
Wait.
could have also disengaged and backed into the party instead
Didn't
of
I just
standing
hit
up.
you up on
Yeah.
my turn, and he did it, and he died on his turn? before
No,
you go.
you got him up. He then stood up and attacked,
Instead of retreating.
and then the monsters hit him back and he went down again.
Okay.
And then he died.
All right. Gilbert, you gotta practice safe. You just have no character safety. Your characters are expendable. You're still playing red shirts.
Safety's for trumps.
My characters have never not been expendable.
Yeah, you're still playing red shirts, though. I mean,
Y-
we go into the
Mister.
campaign knowing they're gonna die.
Mister, I'm playing with the same lack of caution I always play. It's just that martial classes have no survivability. Not at this level.
I mean, okay.
And I'll burn through as many as necessary.
Okay. Well, I guess it's the bird's turn. Those birds in the back take some fire damage.
It's a weird way to farm equipment, but it works.
They will then roll on the ground, putting themselves out. And then, let's see. So that was their action. They're then going to take flight and fly away. Because fuck this shit. They've been lit on fire twice now. So they'll fly 25 feet away to the edge of the cave. Looking like they're just going for getting out of there. Let's see. Then, yeah, the two on the flanks are going to close in, stepping over the corpse of Hebron to get into melee with Giuseppe. Giuseppe, does a 21 hit you?
21 will, yes.
Alright, so that one bites you for 8 points piercing damage.
Okay.
The other one is going to also take some swings at you. Does a 17 hit?
17 doesn't hit, no.
Okay, just a 21?
Yeah, just the 21.
For 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, because you're kind of towards the back of that cave, those are the only two that can get into melee with you. The other two are just kind of pressing in behind.
Ah, okay.
Tamora.
All right. Well, I peek out.
Okay, so you can see 4 of them pushing Giuseppe, 2 in direct melee, 2 behind him. You can also see further off towards the entrance of the cave 2 that look to be retreating with smoke trailing off of them.
Just 2?
At the mouth of the cave, yeah.
Okay, I shoot one of them.
Alright, roll to hit.
Do I have advantage?
Yes. Hit. Alright, that guy's near death.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, that's all I can really do, so I hide again.
Okay.
I feel
Alright.
mediocrely stealthy.
Yeah. Giuseppe. Or 2 in melee with you.
2 of them.
Yep.
Okay, then. I am going to attack one of them. The bloody one.
Okay.
Is it real? Is it almost dead or not?
Oh, sorry, you can't reach the bloodied one. The 2 in front of you are uninjured.
Oh, well, then I'm going to smite one.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
$15 points of radiant and piercing damage.
Alright, that bloodies him.
And as a bonus action, I am going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
And I'm done.
Alright, River.
Is the one that Tamora shot the one I hunters marked?
Yes.
I'll go ahead and finish that guy off. Allegedly. Oh.
Well, that hits.
11.
That kills him. As you see the corpse fall out of sight, 'cause it was just at the lip of the cave.
Wonderful. That's it for me.
Alright, let's see. So you hear this groan. And these, like, wheezing squawks.
Oh, fuck.
As Hebron rises and attacks the bloodied one
Oh, God.
from behind. A 14 hits. And he manages to kill it.
Hey, your zombie's doing better than you did, Gilbert.
The other 2 zombie birds stand up towards the back and begin shambling forward.
Actually, Mister, it's doing worse.
But because of the awkward nature of the bird body, he can't really do much other than dash and get into melee, pressing behind the birds. The birds do not like this. So the 2 in front with you, Giuseppe, are yeah, they're still going to see. Actually, the one you hit is going to try to hit you back. Does a 19 hit you?
No.
Okay. The other one is going to tear into zombie Hebron.
Damn.
bringing the zombie to near death. The two birds in the back, instead of pressing forward, are going to turn around. Well, the one bird in the back, because that guy died, is going to turn around and engage the zombie bird. And only manages to bloody it. That's it for those guys. Tamora.
All right. Well, I poke my head out and peek around the corner. I'm guessing it looks a little different.
Yeah, so there's no birds by the entrance. Giuseppe, you would have seen that one bird that was flying away. It flew, then banked and got out of sight and kept flying. It just ran for it. So you see, right in front of the crevice is Giuseppe. In front of Giuseppe are two birds. One is bloodied, one's unhurt. Behind those two birds is a zombified Hebron. And the zombified Hebron looks to have taken out one of the second-rank birds. And then you also see two other zombified birds that have stood up.
All right. Zombie bird.
Okay.
Zombie bird, what are you gonna do?
Do you want the bloodied one or the uninjured one?
I'll take bloodied.
Okay, roll to hit.
Yes. Do I have advantage?
Yes, you do. Hit.
$11 piercing.
The zombie remains standing. Anything else? Like, the zombie looks to be near death, but
No, sorry. I zoned out. Yeah, I just hide again.
Okay. Alright, Giuseppe.
I'm gonna kill the one that's there's two of them that are engaged. One's engaged with me and one's engaged with Gilbert, right?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right, I'm gonna kill the one that's engaged with me.
Alright, yeah, that's the bloodied one. Hit. Alright, that one dies.
All right. Now, can I back away? Like, back through the crevice or get out of here? Or am I stuck where I'm at?
You can back up through the crevice. You would provoke an attack of opportunity from that one bird. It's in melee with you, it's just it's engaged with Gilbert.
Right.
But you do have the space to just back up, yes.
Okay, I want to get out of here if I can. Going back through that crevice gets me back out the way I came, right?
Yeah, that puts you back up in the ramp tunnel. It also means that only one creature at a time can come through that crevice.
Yeah, I want to back up through the crevice. I'm gonna have to take a chance. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that bird's gonna snap at you for trying to leave him to face the zombies that you created.
I didn't create him. He killed the monsters. It's his fault.
He missed.
It's his fault.
They're the ones that killed Hebron.
That's right. They have to deal with Hebron. I'm going out and wait on them to come through the hole and chop them up as they come through.
All right, yeah, so you back up, kind of just holding it at the other side of the crevice, if I understand you correctly.
Yes, getting out of it. Yeah, getting out of it. Yes.
All right.
So anything that comes through will be in combat with me. Yeah.
Yep. Anything else?
Off to the side so they can't see me. What? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, you want to step to the side so they can't see you?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Out of the opening, so they have to come through blind, and then I'll hit them.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, you can do that. River.
The other one that was in the back of their lines has left and gone out of sight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what's left? One living and a bunch of
So
zombies?
there is the one that was. There are 2 living birds. There is the zombified Hebron.
There's a zombified bird.
And there are 2 zombified birds.
Oh yeah, 2 zombified birds. Because one is fighting 2, and then one is fighting Hebron. Yeah, got it.
Are either of the living birds wounded?
Yes, the one that was previously in melee with Giuseppe is wounded.
Alright, I will shift Hunter's Mark to that one, and then sharpshooter shot.
Roll to hit.
Ba-ba-ba.
Hit.
I'm gonna copy that so I can paste it later. 25 damage.
That one dies.
And then Giuseppe is retreating up the crevice.
He has retreated off the crevice. He is next to you.
Alright, it looks like our front line is moving back. Then I will back up 30 feet if I can keep a line of sight on anyone charging up to Giuseppe.
Yeah, you could go back up the ramp 30 feet, which would let you see anyone who gets into melee with Giuseppe. Using those ropes to kind of belay your way up there.
Alright, I will do that. And that will be my turn.
Yeah, give me coverage from above.
Okay. Let's see here. Zombies. Well, there's only one living bird, so the zombies are going to engage the target that is directly in front of them. Let's see. So there are 1, 2, 3 zombies.
This bird's about to have a really bad day.
Oh, sorry, 4 zombies. One of those birds just stood back up. 4 zombies. Yeah, that bird's about to have a really bad day.
Oh my dear God! I'm glad I got out of there. Holy fuck!
They just want a hug.
We had to do this fight until all of them stopped twitching. That is a lot of bodies.
As they take that living bird from uninjured to near death.
Is it just near death? Wow.
Yeah, they have more than 18 hit points. Not a lot more, but more.
I mean, 2 nat 20s, you figure. Well, they only hit twice, so yeah.
Yeah, and those 2 nat 20s was a 1, a 2, and a 3, and a 3.
Yeah.
Let's see. This bird is going to hit the near death Hebron. Yeah, he's going to try to bite that guy. Misses.
Oh, yeah.
Fine, he tries to claw him. Okay, that actually hits a zombie. Hebron dies.
Again.
Yeah, it was a saving throw, so Hebron dies. He uses his last stack to attack the near-death bird zombie. And misses. This bird is then going to take flight and start trying to retreat, provoking attacks of opportunity from the 3 remaining zombies.
That was probably a bad idea for him to do.
Yeah. He may not get away. He may.
Nope.
Yeah.
3 hits.
He did. Even if they all roll ones.
He's like, ah, no.
I mean, he was going to die no matter what, so he was just panicking at this point, and yeah, he's beaten down and dies to the zombies.
2 of them. Or no, 1 of them made it away.
Yes, one of the 9 managed to get away. The rest are now zombies in this cave. Tamora, it is your turn.
All right. Well, I poke around the corner and shoot a zombie.
Okay, do you want the
Force
fresh
off?
one, the fresh one, or the near-death one?
Actually, you know what? They gotta come to us. Flask of oil.
Okay.
Molotov them.
You'll only be able to get 2 of the 3.
If I can only get 2 of the 3, would I be able to position it somewhat closer to us so they'd have to walk through it for sure?
Yes, but that will only get 1 then.
Okay. Well, then I'll get the 2.
Okay.
All right. That's it. Well, back up and hide.
Okay. Hide.
I mean, it's a zombie.
Giuseppe?
I mean, there's nobody in combat with me, right?
Correct.
Can I chug a? Oh, I can lay on hands. I'm gonna lay on hands on myself. Heal
Okay.
myself for all around 9. I'm gonna heal myself for 9. Yeah. And I'm just gonna wait. I'm not going in there. I'm gonna wait.
All right, River.
I'm going to hold an action to shoot any zombies that get into melee with Giuseppe.
Okay.
If I have to declare it ahead of time, I will make them shooter shots.
You only have to declare it when you actually take the attack.
Okay.
All right, so a zombie takes some fire damage. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. The zombies begin shuffling forward. One of them is on fire as it dashes into the crevice, with one behind it and a third that's also on fire behind that guy. This guy will use all of his movement to dash into melee with Giuseppe, provoking the River held action. River has held action. A 15 hits.
$21 piercing.
It dies. There's no way it can actually pass that fortitude save. I guess then they'll keep moving and just, a fresh zombie that isn't on fire will step into melee with Giuseppe. One that's on fire that looks to be near death is right behind him. And it is Tamora's turn.
All right. I don't have to peek anymore. I can just shoot him, eh?
Yeah. Flat, though, you're not hidden from that zombie. He has line of sight on you. You hit him.
And he's in melee?
This fresh zombie is in melee with Giuseppe, yes.
All right. 14.
All right, that bloodies him.
Well, that's pretty much all I can do.
All right, Giuseppe.
I'm gonna hit the one in melee with me.
Roll to hit. Hit.
$13.
It looks to be near death, but it is still standing.
Oh, fuck. All right. I don't have any actions left, so I am.
All right, River.
One just got into melee with Giuseppe.
Yes, it's also near death.
I'm gonna Hunter's Mark it and shoot it.
Roll to hit. That hits.
14.
It dies.
All right.
Anything else?
That's it for me.
All right, well, the other near-death zombie that was on fire behind is still on fire and just moves forward and tries to hit Giuseppe. Does a 12 hit Giuseppe?
Nope.
All right, just bounces off your armor. You can see this other zombified bird starting to enter the crevice behind him. And Tamora.
Is there a zombie I see I can shoot?
Yes, there is a flaming zombie right in melee with Giuseppe.
All right. I shoot it.
Roll to hit. Hit.
Ten.
It dies.
All right. That's it.
Okay, Giuseppe, there are no zombies in melee with you. There is one 10 feet away at the other side of the crevice. It was just starting to enter the crevice after that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna back up. How far is their movement speed? They have 30 feet of movement, right?
Ish. They're a little slower than a humanoid, but not by much.
All right. Well, I'm gonna back up so that it has to rush up to me and burn its action. Then we'll have the archers pick it off again, like we've been doing.
Okay. Yeah, you start backing up the ramp.
And ready in action. Can I ready in action that if it gets into melee, I can hit it? Or I
Yes.
can't do that? Oh yeah, then that's what I want to do.
All right. Yeah, you back up and ready your action. River.
Ready in action to shoot any that get into melee with Giuseppe.
All right. Well, this guy starts pushing himself through the crevice, and then takes a dash action and runs up into melee with Giuseppe, triggering both of their readied attacks. Both Giuseppe and River.
Sharpshooter shot.
You both hit.
Plenty piercing.
All right. River's arrow brings it to near death. Giuseppe might kill it. It just barely manages to survive Giuseppe's blow, though it is near death. You can also hear what sounds like another zombie starting to scramble its way through the crevice. Tamora. Well, they do stop. There's a lot of bodies back there. What are you doing tomorrow?
Shooting it?
Yeah, why'd you roll 2?
I don't know.
So, just a normal flat
Just
attack,
8,
right?
yeah.
An 8. Hey, an 8 hits.
Okay.
Zombies,
well,
right?
That means I can't miss these things.
Pretty much. Well, you can. You have a 5% chance of missing them.
All right, 9 piercing. Around we go.
It is still standing.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Giuseppe.
Well, hit it again. Damn.
All right, rolled it.
It survived 2 hits.
Hit.
Around
It is
we go.
still standing.
Ah, damn. This is an uber zombie. We're hacking pieces off of it and shit. It's like,
You're just like pounding on it, and it's just completely just like moving slowly towards you. River?
I would like to lose a game of Jenga against its spinal column with an arrow.
Rolled it.
First, I'm going to put Hunter's Mark on it.
That's right. Blow its back out.
That hits. There is no way it can actually make that save, so it dies.
Wonderful.
Anything else?
That will be my turn.
All right. Another zombie bird comes squeezing through the crevice and then using its dash action to run into melee with Giuseppe. From the sound of it, this is the last one.
Good.
Tamora?
Shooty, shoot.
Roll to hit.
It's down quick.
I'm actually gonna roll 1 dice this time.
Hit.
Hey, look at that! I didn't miss. And it did get up to melee.
It is in melee with Giuseppe.
All right, 12.
Bloodied.
That's it.
Giuseppe. Bloodied zombie in melee with you. Miss.
What? All right. What?
Yeah, those that was have just been fucking killing you guys. Like Jesus.
Just don't roll bad. I don't get it.
All right, River.
I would like to move Hunter's Mark and play Jenga again.
Roll to hit. Hit.
Fuck, please kill this thing.
There's a good chance because Sharpshooter gives me a 14 on top of the bonus damage.
All right. It can't possibly make that save. It dies. And you guys are out of initiative.
Finally, shit.
All right. Loot the body, loot the cave.
All right, yeah. So, I mean, the Terra folk don't actually have anything on them. But as you go forward and start poking through the humanoid bodies, you do get Hebron Secundus's equipment. All the non-flammable stuff, anyway. He is one of the zombies you lit on fire.
Oh, well.
And you notice that while the two, like the elf and the dead halfling, were kind of torn to pieces by these people as they were eating them, there is a discarded backpack near them that contains 6 gold pieces, a silvered dagger, and a vial of bubbly red liquid.
Do I recognize it?
It looks to be some type of healing potion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, probably give that to River, because I have healing potions. Giuseppe has magic healing.
Yo,
Yeah, sure, I'll take free stuff.
we need to go back and pick up the next Septimus.
Yeah, we'll find him along the way. It's a big jungle. There's a lot of adventures.
Seem to happen strangely often.
But he will be a little stronger than the last Septimus.
Mister, a thought does occur to me though. If I'm on point tanking, putting that shield of faith on me might be a useful thing to do.
Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah, because then most of the hits would have missed me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my
All right. Well, we did we find Hebron 1's other pack?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. It was also it was behind the discarded backpack.
Oh, okay.
Torn open, like the backpack itself is damaged, and the food is missing,
Yeah.
but all the other equipment is there.
All right. So Gilbert, what did you have in Hebron 1's pack?
Oh, I don't have that anymore.
You don't have your other character sheet?
No, it's literally the same character sheet. I just reorganized when I redid it.
Well, then presumably it's the same equipment, right?
Yeah,
Same starting equipment?
It's literally all the same equipment. It's just that the carry bag hasn't been reorganized.
Okay. You want to send me a screenshot of that so I can, account for all of the burnt stuff and then double up everything else?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, the backpacks weren't burned. It was just Hebron Secundus's body with his backpack that got burned.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's right. Hebron 1's body wasn't burned.
Well, the backpack wasn't.
Yeah, the body was burned. The backpack wasn't because they stole that.
Right.
Didn't you have one pack drug off with a body or something?
Yeah,
No,
that's
no.
what we're talking about.
When we attacked the plants and we got ambushed by the Terror folk, they took his backpack, but he still died and turned into a zombie. So all the stuff in his backpack was gone for that time period.
Yeah, they tore the backpack itself apart, getting at the rations because free food. But the equipment they just sort of ignored once it was all there.
Gilbert, I don't have the TOA in front of me. Is the insect salve, is that 10 per thing?
Yeah, something like that. I don't have it open.
Okay, I'll go look it up. Either way, I'm really tired. Is it all right to call here, or do we want to keep going? I can keep going. I'm just
We're good if you want. We've brought a
yeah.
combat.
I mean, I'm gonna hop off then. But you
All
guys
right,
can
have a
keep
good night,
going.
Ruffles.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
I mean, I guess it'd only be me and River, so I guess we can call it, right?
Well, you guys going to return to the surface after looting it? Or do you want to call it in the cave?
What you think, yo? We could head back automatically, or I don't know, fast travel.
There more to the cave?
No, it's a very simple triangular cave with this hidden back that led to that tunnel and the opening, which is a sheer
well.
drop.
Might as well mark the caves area on our map and head back then.
All right.
Fast travel. Huh?
Well, you guys just walk back up the ramp, picking up your rope and pythons. As you get onto the surface, Nanny Poo Poo is standing right there. Oh, dearie me. You took care of the Terra folk for me. That's really quite sweet of you all. And she holds out this basket. Please, do take some cookies with you when you leave. My appreciation for taking out the Terra folk.
You take cookies everywhere you go.
Well, I baked them especially for you when I saw you taking on the Terra folk.
Oh, well, thank you. I'll take a cookie.
Giuseppe doesn't take a cookie because Giuseppe doesn't eat cookies. Giuseppe doesn't eat, period. Food thing.
And then she kind of looks, she's like, wasn't there one more of you before when you went down there?
Unfortunately.
He fell prey to occupational hazards.
Oh
Life of an
dear.
adventurer.
Well, perhaps there's something we can do about that.
Is there?
You know how to revive life to a person?
And I think that's where we'll call it this evening.
Ah.